Nom.
Opera GX is just a
Hello! I'm pouring myself a cola. A cola! I've got myself some nice water. And we got lots of cool stuff. But hello, everyone. Hello, Bunny Star. Yahoo, Anthony. Hello, Lord Theo. Oh my gosh. Lord Theo's winning the slots again. Yap. Okay, so I've done my yapping. Bye. I'm joking. I'm here. I'm here to say hello. And what do we want to talk about? Have we got stuff to talk about today? We can talk about how strong I've become. I don't know how to customize little me. If you click on the little, if you look at the pinned message on the chat, click on it and click in the link. Wait, the link is working right. Yeah, click on the link. It will open up Stream Avatars. All you have to do is sign in with... It might take a few minutes for it to load everything, but if you sign in with Google, it should show you the little character that you've got, and you should be able to customize. You need sprinkles, but you get sprinkles by being in chat and talking and stuff. You could also get sprinkles by winning. By winning this. Okay, yeah, it's not the most reliable thing, unfortunately. It might take a couple of minutes. I know for me it's taken a couple of tries before. But Battle Royale is starting. We're all fighting. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Lord Theo just hit me. How could you? But he starts chasing down Lord Theo. Oof. Oh, Lord Theo got the heals. Everyone's ganging up on Lord Theo right now. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Anthony's got the heals. I'm taking a lot of damage. Bunny Star's taking a lot. Oh no. Bunny Star's. No. Oh, Anthony is... Oh, Lord Theo looks like... It looks like this is Lord Theo's game. Ah, my gosh, I'm almost dead. Oh, but there's a health kit. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Ha ha ha. Okay, but we've both got the same health, roughly. Oof. And another health kit for... Oh, wait, no, I ignored it. I gotta take out Lord... Oh, Lord Theo got me before I could get him. No. Lord Theo won. 2,500 sprinkles. Right, I know how to get spunky. How to get sprinkles the game. Spunky the game. Sprunky. Yeah, I use Google. It's like, oh, it disconnected for a little bit. Apparently the stream disconnected for a little bit. But it's fine, it's fine. It's really scary, but it's good. Spunkle. Oh, I'm gonna have to Google sprunky. Sprunky, sprunky. Let's Google. Sprunky. Game. Oh, Incredibox Sprunky. Ah, that does look like a scary game. Yeah. Eh. But yeah, every time I say the S sound, my OBS doesn't pick it up. Well, actually, no, my OBS filters on my microphone for like, hey, we don't want to hear you say the S sound. It doesn't sound human. Like, what? What do you mean it doesn't sound human? What do you mean it doesn't sound human? Oh, I'm a silly person. I gotta drink some cola. I'm full of energy! Oh my gosh, but what am I doing? I don't know. We're gonna yap today. I do a little drawing of myself with a little thumbs up. It looks very silly and weird, but it's meant to, so it's fine. And we're very yappy today. Very yap. Cupcake snake confirmed. I'm not a snake. I'm not a snake. And what's it called? What I was sent for implication that I may. Oh wait, that's the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I was sent for implication that I could or would ever be a snake, or that I would ever have a snake on my head. Oh my gosh! Look at me! Look at me! I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a little snaky snake. I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a little snaky snake. Yeah, then nah. What for Sigma? Sorry, bye, bunny stars. Nah, nom nom. I'm a giant snake. I'm gonna nom everybody. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I'm joking. I'm not a giant snake. I'm not a giant snake. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just like putting that out when I can. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm almost back. Where am I? I'm here. I'm here. Hello. Hi, here, we're chat. Yeah. I'm back. Clearly a giant mallow noodle, not snake. A giant mallow noodle. A giant mallow noodle. What's a mallow noodle? Like a marshmallow. A giant mallow noodle. A giant mallow noodle. Do. Yeah. I made that. I thought it was actually meant to be a worm, you know. Like when people were calling me a worm and like, when are we going to get a worm model? I'm like, never. Actually, I've got a short about it. I've got a short about it. And then I made the snake model and I rigged it all up. And it was fun and it was silly and everyone loved it. And it was my most popular model ever. And I won a Nobel Peace Prize for it. Yeah. And that might have been a dream, but I definitely made the short. I definitely made that. If you go on my channel, look at shorts. It's one of the more recent ones. Guys, I've been editing a video. A super cool video. I hope you don't... Wait, is DVR on? Darn it, it's on. Yeah. But yeah, I've been editing a video, right? And it's one of the Total War videos for Cafe, and it's gonna look cool. It's gonna be cool. Actually, no, basic, I just edited everything out that wasn't just battles or expansion, and then I'm editing down for battles to remove all the bits where I'm not that talkative or where there's not much actually going on in it. Then I'm probably going to have to do some zoom ins and zoom outs and some spins of the screen, maybe have a mem fly across the screen, you know. And then it'll be a video. I'm hoping to get it under an hour. But either way, it doesn't matter. People who watch Total War videos like long videos. It's great. It's great. I'm not going to over-edit it because, to be quite frank, I'm lazy. I'm lazy, and it takes hours to edit a 4-hour video, and I'm not very good at editing. 4.5 hour stream, rather. Yeah, I'm not very good at editing. I know some people. Also in the day, I got a lot going on. I got a stream. How much raw footage was it? About 4.5 hours. So I went through for 4.5 hours, cut everything out, and I managed to do that in about 2 hours. In about 2 hours, I managed to go through a 4.5 hour stream and cut it down to 1.5 hours. Oh, 4.5 hours literally as I type. Yay! So, yeah, I did that in about 2 hours yesterday. And then I did a bit more work after the stream yesterday. But this one's a lot more work because now I'm having to actually watch every single part of the clips that I actually kept in. And for parts of it, and then decide what's worth keeping, what's I need to get rid of keeping, and then I just need to... And for the most part, I don't feel like I need to do much of a proper transition between the scenes. Some of them just like really smoothly go into one another. But yeah, it'll just be edited down. If anyone wants to watch it fully, they can watch the stream. Oh, but I'm not sure if I just want to cut out all the bits. I'm not sure what I want to do with it, actually. Like, I kind of want to keep all the battles in, and some of the... Just, like, cut out just all my indecisiveness or just random talking to chat where it's not actually that interesting for a video. Yeah. I would just keep it as, like, a video for people to watch, but that would be, like, at least 1.5 hours long. Potentially 2 or 3 hours long. But it's like, why don't we just watch a stream at that point? But some people don't like watching streams. I usually prefer to have it edited down VODs rather than streams. Although at the same time, I did like watching VODs or some streams, and then I just fast forward for all the content that I can't be bothered with. So I'm not sure. I think maybe just for heavily edited down is probably best of the... Internet is back. Internet is back. Apologies, I'm not as talkative as I'm actually working. So I'm back and forth on my phone. Don't worry about it, Anthony. I hope you're working hard and you're working well and it's going well for you. Yeah. Oh. Be good. Work hard. Play harder. All of that fun stuff. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No. Actually, just work hard. Don't play harder at the same time. Play harder afterwards. Focus on your works. Focus on your works. Yeah. But I appreciate you still trying to talk. Yeah. What was I doing though? Oh yeah, video. Yeah, I'm not sure how to edit it down. I want to edit it down. So I've basically just cutting everything where I'm just a bit quiet, where there's not much going on in the gameplay. And I'm hoping it will go down to about an hour. So, yeah. Hoping it'll be something fun. If it's something I'd watch, then it should be fun enough. Oh my gosh. No, I just know that I need to make more videos. Because it's like, I need to have more videos on the channel. I need to be getting more shorts out weekly. I keep like trying to commit to doing so. And then it's like, I fail. I'm very bad at committing to stuff. Actually, no, I'm relatively okay at committing to stuff. Like, I committed to streaming. It's just committing to more than one thing at a time. It's hard. It's hard. I do like that yap. That yap is really distracting for one on the chalkboard. I keep looking at it. It's like, look how bright and neon it is. Yap, 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 yap. I keep wanting to just say the word yap and just go, yap, yep, yep, yep. But, oh my gosh, what do we even have to talk about? What, anything interesting that's happened to me lately? No, nothing interesting has happened to me lately. I've been to the dentist relatively recently. I had a haircut. Both went pretty mundanely. Yeah, I don't have a very exciting life. Not lots of weird stuff happens. But I've been writing a story, but I don't want to give you spoilers about it. Because I'm hoping to write it. I'm hoping to finish it. But I'm hoping to, like, be like, hey, look at the story I wrote. You can go and read it here. And yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. It's a fiction. It's a fantasy fiction. But like steampunky fantasy. Cupcon is easily distracted. And other breaking news. The sky is blue. The sky is blue. Let me check this. The sky outside is kind of grey and white. Mostly grey. You lied to me. The sky is not blue. It's grey. Oh my gosh. Does that mean I'm not easily... Ooh, what's this thing? Distracted. That's the word. Oh, num 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 num. Num 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 num. Why did I say num? Oh, because I put this on BTS Pog.
Num. 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 Num.
Oh my gosh, look at a little cupcake. Look at that cupcake. He's falling asleep just saying nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I have been sleeping better for recently. Not keeping my phone next to my bed has been... Actually, it's been a bit difficult. But also, been fine. I managed to get decent sleep last night. I did have my phone near my bed. I kept wanting to pick it up and look at it. But I'm like, no, I'm going to just some point just fall asleep. But I don't remember when. Kind of grey. We can just shorten that to British and everyone would know what it was. British weather. No, British weather's amazing. No, it's not raining. It's not raining. British weather is rain. It's just overcast right now. Ow, I just crushed my arm under one of my weights. I say crushed. It's 4 kilograms. It's not really crushed. It's just kind of there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing reps. Yeah. Got my 4 kg. Oh my gosh, but being seriously, I'm surprised by doing this, having this weight at my desk, just how quickly my arms have toned up again. Like, they're not muscular or anything, it's just the tone. They're not got the flab. They're not, what's it called? Weird and noodly. And my chest has toned up, and my shoulders, and my back. I just need to get my abs. Although my abs are actually toning up a little now. Well, looks of them, I was like, you know what, my tummy still needs a lot of work, but, you know, it doesn't look as terrible as it was before. Yeah. Starting to feel good about myself again. Oh, I need to rest my arms. I keep working from all the time because I got this weight on my desk. And it means that I never really rest. If I'm at my desk, I'm not resting my arms. Because I'm just like, oh, wait, let's just play with that thing. Let's roll it about. Let's pick it up. Let's throw it about. Let's juggle. Okay, no, I don't juggle. No, I sometimes juggle for 4 kilogram weight. But I don't mean to. It's accidental. It's one of those things where your hands are distracted and then you find yourself juggling. And you've got a chicken and a chainsaw and a 4 kg weight, and it's go it's like, where did I even get a chicken and a chainsaw? There's no chickens around here. Actually, no, there are chickens nearby. I don't know where the chickens are. I've never seen them. But there is a farmer and he has eggs, so I presume he does have chickens. Either that, I don't know where the eggs are coming from. Either that, or he goes to Asda, buys the eggs, washes the stamps off them. Using a weight as a fidget toy has to be the most scattered genius thing I've ever heard. Scatterbrained genius! Yay! That's me. That's me. No, that's what I used to do. Back before lockdown and stuff, that's what I actually had. I just kept my weights at my desk so that I'd be constantly fidgeting them and reminding myself to do stuff. I actually do put a lot of things on my desk, but every so often they like go under my monitor and behind them, and then I forget about them. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's like the thing with my vocal exercises that I'm meant to do. I have this little notebook with it on, but I've not been doing them for ages.
Crundycraft joined the mix.
Crundycraft, thank you for subscribing. Yeah. But what did I do? What did I do? Oh yeah, so I've got these little notebooks that I've got. I think they're Salvation Army actually. Yeah. But yeah, and it's like I've got my articulation exercises here. There's 2 sets of articulation exercises. There's voice acting exercises. There's a speaking through where you go it's all meant to be like vocal warm-ups. Vocal warm-ups and stuff. I was doing this mostly when we were playing Ace Attorney, and I wanted to do the voices, and I wanted to get better at doing the voice acting parts. Yeah. So, and then there's a page of how to do an attractive voice. And to be an attractive voice, you have to relax. Just relax. Smile. Basically, just relax everything except your smile. And then you need to find where your voice resonates in either your head or your chest. It's like, hello, 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 hello. I don't know. Wait, is this it? Is this where it's resonating? I don't know. It's hard to tell with my earphones on. I don't know. But anyway, that's apparently how you do a attractive voice. You just have to relax, you have to smile, and then you have to find where your voice resonates with yourself. And apparently that will always be a more attractive voice. Yay! Although the way I speak usually, it's not actually very good, and that's one of the reasons why I did all the vocal exercises. Because the way I speak actually puts a lot of strain on my vocal cords. So it's like, I mean, you can probably hear it. It's very to the back of my throat the way I speak, and it's very, what's it called? I don't know. Either way, it's not good. It's strange. You're meant to really speak from your chest or in a more airy pattern. So it's also one of the reasons why when I want to read something, and I want myself to be understood and speak very calmly, I change the way I speak. Yeah. The only issue is that when I try speaking in a more relaxed way where I'm resonating and it's safer, I struggle to put emotion into it. Like if I'm speaking like this, I'm like all emotional, and I can be high pitched, and I can go down and up and down and up, and I'll be like, oh my gosh. But when I'm speaking like this, I generally, my emotion doesn't get through. No emotion does. I'm just like, it's all too monotonal. It is. Yeah. Although the main thing is you're just meant to practice, and that's what the exercise are there to practice, so that you can do different voices and you can speak in more calm or collected manners while still being able to put your emotions in them. Yeah. But I'm not a voice actress. Although, as a streamer, I feel like it is a good idea for me to keep those things in mind. Oh yeah, I've got another notebook here that I just used for random stuff. Like, Talan is rat. Talan is doing a good job. Mariana Fox is doing a good job. Talan is a goober. Knock around objects. Hang on. So it's around. Oh, that's notes on my debut. And then I've got some Morse code written in here. I'm trying to write using my left hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've already got some handwriting practice in here. Oh, that's so cool. What else do I have in here? OG cake XYPQFST 2112 32222. I feel like I got some sort of crazy codes there. Francis, hello! How you doing, Francis? How's Brazil? How's your drawing been going? I saw one of your drawings recently. It was really, really good. Yeah. The music project, I think you said it was a cover. What's it off? I said a surprise. I mean, I can tell you. It's Candyman, but not for the modern one. It's a Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah. That's what I'm doing a cover of. And I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting there. You're doing good. Yay! I'm doing okay though, don't killy. Oh, what's that fizz at the back? Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, that was my notes for when I was trying to get stuff out of the doctors. Oh, and then this is on my original cover. Okay. Has anyone watched Batman Justice League? Justice League with Batman and stuff. Not for films, for animated TV series. It's Justice League Unlimited. And at one point, Batman sings a song. And because he saves Diana and stuff from being turned into a pig. And at the end, he has to sing on stage. And the song he sings is, am I blue? Am I blue? Ain't these tears in my eyes telling you? And it's really sad. And I love it. That was my original plan to do a song for. But I couldn't get the backing track for it. That was the correct one. It turns out they completely changed the lyrics of the original Am I Blue? So I couldn't hear half of the lyrics because characters actually talk over half of them. So I was trying to get that cover done, but then I was like, you know what? This doesn't work. I was only going to be a minute long for short, and it wasn't meant to be that big, but because I couldn't get any of the correct backing music, and because I couldn't make it myself, and because I couldn't get the correct lyrics and stuff, I was like, you know what, I'll just try a different song. When I found Candyman, I was like, okay, I'll just make it a full song. And it's like, okay, now it's a full song, I have to try a little better and harder. I was like, I've already got the music software, so I might as well try to learn how to use it. And it took me a long time, though, after Am I Blue? Because at first, one of the things I tried to do with it is make the song myself. As in, like, because I didn't have a backing instrumentals, it's like, okay, you know what? I used to do this as a kid. What about to make the backing instrument? And I failed, I struggled. I actually did get relatively close to some extent, but I didn't like how it sounded. So it's like, okay, I'm quitting that. And it was taking forever to do. So then I found a different song. It took me a while to find a song I wanted to do because I'm not confident in my singing. But I do have an ability to sing using my deeper voice a little bit better, that I'm a bit more confident with. So I wanted to get to a song that could, you know, match that style of singing. So it was hard, but then I was like, trying recording. I'm like, oh, I don't like my own voice. I'm trying. I'm getting there. I'm going to probably record more today. Actually, I need to make thumbnails today for the rest of the week. I'll do that tomorrow, but tomorrow I want to really I just whacked my microphone with a notepad. I am sorry. But tomorrow is when I'm going to get most of the singing done. And then if I can I've got the main vocals done. Hopefully they're good enough. Hopefully you won't mind them. But what I do need to still get is the supporting vocals. But I need to get the supporting vocals done in a way where it sounds separate from my main vocals. And I'm still experimenting there. One, just for how I should be singing them. And two, do I want it to sound like a chorus? Because I've actually been listening to different covers as well. Like, some of them really go all in on like this choral side of the songs, where it's like, where you got a group of people singing the supporting vocals, while others just have the supporting vocals as one person. Or sometimes the supporting vocals are just sung by the same person who's singing it. And it's not meant to sound separate from the main vocals. It's like, I'm not sure how I want to do it. I'm probably just going to try making it just sound a bit echoier. So, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try getting it done. I'm hoping I'm close. I'm hoping I'm close to finishing the cover. Oh, it's not going to be worth it. It's probably not going to be worth the amount of effort I've put into it. I mean, you have to start learning somewhere, though. And your first attempt at learning is always going to be extremely high effort. Your results aren't going to be really what you want them to be. Especially when you're doing something by yourself, you don't necessarily have people who know what they're doing to help you along with it. And I have a couple of people to help me and give judgment, but they're not really experts or anything. So it's just like, it's equivalent of asking your parents, do you think this picture looks nice? And your parents are like, I'm no artist, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying. I'm trying my best with it. Don't have high hopes for it. Don't have high hopes. It's probably going to be terrible. I'm still trying to do my best for it, though. I need to also remember that, what's it called? That I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. It's just a silly cover. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even if it's as close to perfect as I can get. No. Oh, because that's about sometimes I struggle settling. I struggle settling when it comes to making projects and making this is one of the reasons why I keep putting off making videos. For points at the Titanicus models I've painted, I know the feeling of it's not quite what I wanted. Yeah, it's like one of those things at the moment I keep thinking to myself, with each model we've been painting of Warhammer, I keep thinking to myself, why did I choose to paint one of my favourite models first? Like, surely I should have painted normal Space Marines first before trying to paint my captain, my centerpiece model. But no, I painted him first. Well, one of the first. So now he looks worse than the rest of my models. And he doesn't look terrible. But yeah, it's definitely... I overestimated how much my body remembered painting, though. Oh. Yeah. Oh, but that's one of the issues I have sometimes of... You know, when it's like... Why I keep putting off making videos is because... I get too trapped in my own head, you know, of wanting it to be really good, but then not really quite feeling like it's good enough. Sometimes what happens when this happens, though, is it's like I've uploaded videos that I definitely didn't feel great about, but it's like, you know what, I just need to get a video out there. I'm just going to throw together one. Like a month later, I watch it. I'm like, you know what, that's way better than I thought it was. Like, I remember at the time thinking this was absolutely terrible, but then it's like, oh, it's not terrible. When I was doing art all the time, I often had to take breaks for like a couple of weeks of my art, just so I could come back to it and be like, oh, it's to get out of your own head. It's to look at your old art and go, you know what, that's not as bad as I thought it was. And then you get to drawing again, and your drawings are way better. Thanks to just this. Not overthinking. And that's one of the things I always do. It's like, whenever I got back into drawing, I always got to a point where I just couldn't draw anything well. And it's ultimately just because I'm just too in my head. I'm overthinking every single brush stroke. And but I have to just go away from it, calm down, come back. It's like, yeah. My first Flyment stuff is the same issue. That was my first 40k model I painted. And television last model I ever painted when I was 14 to 15. So there's a bit of a gap. Yeah. Yeah, I did play Warhammer. Oh. You painted Television. Is television a mistake in that sentence? That was my first 40k model I painted and television. Last model he ever painted was 14 to 15. Autocorrect pulling stuff out his back end. I'm trying to figure out what television is meant to be. It corrected fur into television. Oh, this is why I don't like autocorrect. Oh my gosh. As I say, putting stuff out to thin air there. Oh, I painted, and the last model I ever painted was when I was 14 or 15. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, one of the things about my videos, and this is one of the things I always found when I was painting, like, not painting, doing my arts and so on, and like my manga. And it was that when I didn't put in a lot of effort, I often find the results are nicer. Like when you don't care too much, you just throw something together. Like I remember painting something once and I just needed a background for it. So I painted a bunch of like spooky faces in the background. And they were so much nicer than the rest of the art. And the same goes for once I needed like this battle scene for like an arc. I'd painted, no, it was an arc, it was a goblin actually. I painted this goblin and I needed this background battle scene for him. So I drew like this flaming field of wheat, this forest, these skeletons trapped under mud and so on. And honestly, that looked way better than the actual goblin I drew. I threw it together in a few minutes. The goblin I spent hours on, and the background, just a few minutes of work, and it looked so cool. And one of the things I realised, and that's one of the big times, it's like, you know what? I need to stop overthinking. And honestly, once I stopped myself from overthinking and like took efforts to just like have confidence in myself, I found my art significantly improved. Now, there are occasions though when I thought I made something good and was really proud of it, and then months later I came back to it and I thought, oh no, that's terrible. It's like there's definitely a number of cases like that. But there's also a lot of cases, and possibly a lot more cases, where I thought something was bad, and then I came back to it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Oh, it was even good. And I don't think that's necessarily what's going to happen with my cover, though. My cover's not going to be like that, because I thought I had finished the main vocals, but then when I finally got the chance to record again and work on the song, I came back to it and it was like, oh my gosh, my main vocals are absolutely terrible. I am definitely going to have to retry it. And through effort, I think I do have decent vocals. I say decent. Probably the best I'm going to get. Best I'm going to get without someone who actually knows what they're doing helping me out here. And taking a lot more practice. After this, I'm going to practice more with the music software and with trying to sing and learning how to sing. So that next time I make a cover, if it's the next time, it will be better. And I won't have to put as much effort into it if I just keep up practice for both things. Yeah. But you know, I don't know how other VTubers manage to do it though. Like, as there's other VTubers out there, they stream every single day for like 5 hours. They have a full-time job. And they also edit videos. I have no idea how they manage it. It's like Vaya. Vaya streams really regularly. She's also a teacher. And she edits videos and puts them together. I have no idea how she manages to do it. She's absolutely amazing. And she also does commissioned work on the videos too. I have a friend with an unhealthy hatred for chaos in... I was like, yeah, horse, Sosimus. Also, let me look at this. I have a friend with an unhealthy hatred for chaos in any of the 3 games. Warhammer Fantasy Battle, Age of Sigmar, 40k. He says they're evil with no nuance and uninteresting, but Games Workshop unfairly prioritises them. Sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak. I mean, when it comes to... I could work at night, and I do sometimes work on videos at night, or do you know, some of my projects and stuff that I've got going on. But I do generally want to get a good sleep routine in, so... Also, I do have to be careful not to wake up other people in the house. So that's important. A lot of it, it's like, this is one of the things that I'm trying to take a lot more effort into trying to increase my productivity. Like keeping my phone away from my bed in the morning so that I have to get up to turn it off and the alarm. And then I'm going to try get into a point where if I want to check on everything, I won't go to my phone to check on all the updates. I'll go to my computer to check on updates, because if I'm at my computer, I'm more likely to be productive. Or at least not feel like I've wasted my time just accidentally watching an hour's worth of YouTube shorts. But also, when it comes to chaos, I can see why people think that with chaos. But chaos isn't even evil. Chaos isn't evil. It's different. It's meant to be... I mean, it is kind of evil, but it doesn't have to be evil. Some people who are chaotic aren't actually evil at all. Like some of the Nurgle followers. Although that being said, they constantly spread plague, whether on purpose or by accident. But some of the Slaanesh and Sinch followers technically aren't even evil. Some of them actually do good. Although that's part of Sinch's great game. Sometimes he sends his followers out, or it does, because Sinch chooses not to have a gender. Sometimes it sends out its followers to do good in the world, just so that there is like, it can then get more chaos being done. It likes to have a balance. It likes to, if chaos is winning, it likes to ally against its friends. If chaos is losing, it likes to help the chaos. Chaos itself is a force of nature. Yeah, force of nature. It's interesting. The thing about chaos, though, is if you look at how GW works, and how, especially for how it originally worked, and its oldest factions, so the Imperium of Man, the Empire from fantasy, and chaos itself, as well as orcs and goblins. Those are the oldest factions they've got. Chaos, orcs and goblins. Batonia actually is also really old. And the Empire. If you look at them, they're all very satirical. They are all very stereotyped. And it's... I'm trying to think of the correct word. It's all very stereotyped. And the entire thing, it's just meant to be silly fun. Like, they didn't think too much about story and lore back then. They just wanted it to be fun. They wanted it to be silly. They wanted chaos to feel threatening, but at the same time, also fun to play as, because they wanted people to play as it. So it in itself is silly. It's why Slaanesh is just so over the top in the way it is. It's why Sinch is always just being a massive prankster. It's why Khorne is just full on rage mode all of the time, and why Nurgle is just a happy little fella. And I can see why things are that way. But since they focused more on the story, they did try making things a bit... But they went a lot more serious with things, and I can see if that's why people would look at chaos and think it's a bit unnuanced. But in the same way, like the Imperium is kind of unnuanced, in which originally it was just a big satirical take on Catholicism and stuff like that, and religion. Erebus is set apart from the rest of the old champions of chaos. In fact, unlike the Primarchs who were somewhat redeemable, Erebus was born evil. Yeah. I mean, actually, there is a lot of nuance to chaos as well, because it's like Abaddon and Fabius Spiral are two of the most interesting characters in 40k when you actually look at who they are personally. Although Abaddon So, Abaddon, especially with like Archaon and so on, is a bit of a cliche by now. But it's like Fabius Bile doesn't believe in demons. He chooses not to believe in demons, doesn't believe that they have the ability to think for themselves. And like he likes to mock the Chaos Gods. And similarly, Abaddon actually kind of hates chaos and hates the gods themselves, but at the same time wants the power, and it's very weird. They're very weird people. Archaon also is sort of like that from fantasy, in which he kind of hates his very masters. He probably hates chaos more than most people who fight against it. And it's just so... It's very weird. It's a bit like Darth Vader. I think, though, that's meant to be a bit about a joke of Darth Vader. Hello, Banry! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're talking about 40k. And now I'm about onto Darth Vader. Yeah, because Darth Vader's entire thing of the dark side is that it's fueled by hatred. So the more that Darth Vader hates the Emperor and hates everything and hates himself, the more powerful he becomes. And that's the entire thing about Darth Vader, is that he kind of just hates everybody. He hates the Emperor, he hates himself, he hates what he's becoming, he hates the Empire. He hates everyone who fights against him. It's just this big ball of hatred. And that's what fuels his immense power. And the same goes for Darth Sidious. And Palpatine, whatever you want to call him. It's all very silly. But then eventually love gets into Darth Vader's heart and blah blah. Be'lakor definitely despises the Chaos Gods now. Yeah, Be'lakor. Be'lakor is one of the most amusing characters. It's just like... It's like the kid on the playground that wants to bully everyone, but there's bigger bullies on the playground if they keep bullying him and making him do stuff. Yipperoni, yipperoni, yep. Pepperoni pizza. Oh, I like pepperoni. I can't have most pepperonis. But sometimes really cheap pepperoni doesn't have onion or garlic in or anything bad, so I can just eat it. It's like, yay. Oh my gosh, we used to get cheese pizzas, right, guys? We used to get... I'm distracted again. But cheese pizzas at college. And it was £1 for 2 slices of cheese pizza. But it wasn't a cheese pizza. It was a piece of bread, like a submarine roll, cut in half, toasted with cheese and tomato sauce on top, and bits of this really cheap pepperoni. It was the cheapest rubbish you could ever have, and it was delicious, and I absolutely adored it. I kind of want it more. But yeah. Chaos, I don't actually know much about Erebus, whatever his name is. Because I don't know, I need to read the Horus Heresy books. I keep getting spoilers off them, and I've seen some of them. I know quite a bit about them, but at the same time, I do need to read them. And Erebus is just someone I know he's a big jerk. He's a big evil jerk. And he's to blame for the entire Horus Heresy. Oh. It's silly. Be'lakor is a fun guy, though. He's a fun guy. No, what my favourite character from fantasy, though, is... the overpowered character, rather. It's Nagash. Like, Nagash just goes so hard. His entire thing is basic. He was just a random human priest who was like, you know what? There's Chaos Gods. Screw the Chaos Gods. I'm going to become stronger than them. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill everything. I'm going to be the god. Such is the power of Nagash, yes. And he's not like, actually, originally, I believe with Age of Sigmar now, he is like on the same type of tier and path that the Chaos Gods are. But I remember in fantasy, the point wasn't that he was as powerful as the Chaos Gods. Compared to a normal human, he might as well have been. But the point was that he got so close to succeeding in his plan just to make the entire world undead. And if he did that, there'll be no more people to worship the Chaos Gods. And if there's no one to worship the Chaos Gods die. And Nagash almost conquered the entire world and made his plan of getting undead work. And as a result, the Chaos Gods actually fear Nagash because he almost destroyed the world and turned it into an undead paradise. So it's like... But I believe in like Age of Sigmar now that he's actually like on par with the Chaos Gods and stuff. Like he is just so incredibly powerful now. Which is probably annoying for the Chaos Gods that they decided to try and destroy the world, and instead they ended up with two super powered gods against them. Being Sigmar and Nagash. Which is probably not great for them. It's probably not good at all. Also, I have no idea what's really happening with Age of Sigmar lore, though. I keep looking at Age of Sigmar thinking, those are really cool looking models, but I have no idea. Like, what's the deeps? What's this about for deeps and fish folk? Why do we not have fish folk in fantasy in the old world? Oh, I'm hoping in the future in old world, the tabletop game, that they bring Cafe and the Ind and Nippon and the other factions into the world. I don't think they will. I think they'll probably bring Kislev back, but that's about it. But I am hoping that they like extend everything. I'm sorry. Dude, Teclis would have the words with you, mostly power word kill. What do you mean power word kill? Power word kill couldn't hurt me. I'm a demigod myself. I still don't get Age of Sigmar lore. The cool models is all it's got going for it. Werewolf Game, hello Werewolf Game, thank you. Thank you for the luck. Good luck to you. You still don't like Age of Sigmar lore for cool. I get why people like Age of Sigmar. It's not the game for me. But it's partly because I am a bit annoyed at it, guys. I was really into fantasy. In fact, I probably gotten more into fantasy than I was into 40k by the time they decided to get rid of fantasy. It took me a long time to get into fantasy, but I eventually did. And then they're like, you know what, we're going to get rid of fantasy now. I'm like, no! If you don't know, I had a mostly Vampire Counts army, using mostly Tomb King skeletons. I did also have quite a bit of an Empire and Dogs of War army. Brandon Busby. Hello, Brandon. Yahoo. Good morning to you. But, yeah, I don't really... So I was always annoyed that Age of Sigmar came out. I was annoyed at how expensive the Age of Sigmar models were. And as a result, it's one of the reasons why I actually never really got back into Warhammer for a long time. Until I realised it's something that people would like if I streamed it and did hand cams. But yeah, so I can understand why people like it, but at the same time, it's very hard for me to get into. I'd much prefer just having my fantasy back, my old world. I do like the new old world lore, though, that they decided not to go for end times and to be a few hundred years before the end times, when the Chaos Gods were a lot weaker. And... So what is it? The Chaos Gods are weaker. Bretonia is actually a much nicer place, especially if you're a peasant, than it was by the end times. And the Empire is like in its age of enlightenment. And it's not got the superstition around it. And it's like one of the things that I've read recently is that it was always rumoured that there were only 13 steam tanks, but there were way more than 13 steam tanks. And the era that it's put the new old world into is the era when they were actively producing steam tanks. Trying to keep as far away as possible for end times is the only smart choice, yeah. And one of the things that they've confirmed now is that there are always more than 13 steam tanks. And even in the end times, they had more than 13 of them. It's just that it became such a big superstition and, you know, and what we get as and this is what I always have to say about Warhammer, is that what the law that we read and that we get is not meant to be representative of the truth. It's just one person's iteration of the truth of that piece of text, or whatever power that be that decided what was written down, decided what's the truth, whether it was the truth or not. So this could be deciding to take a couple of zeros off their casualty report, or adding a couple of zeros to how many troops were involved in a battle or that they needed. Night Parade, hello! How you doing? I hope you're feeling great. And it's one of the things as well, is like, contradiction is massive in 40k. And this isn't a bad writing. This isn't because of bad writing. It's legitimately what they've always done. The contradiction in itself is meant to be satire on politics in real life, in which politicians would say one thing and then another thing would happen. You'll often see this with characters in stories where they'll say one thing and then do a different thing. Or they'll say two different things to different characters, especially when it comes to things like Inquisitors, High Lords of Terror, anybody that's like scribes and so on. Those characters act like that. But it's like with Black Templar, right now in 10th edition, there are two pieces of text that describe the Black Templar. One of them is in the rulebook, one of them is in the Space Marine Codex. And both of them contradict one another. One of them, actually, I think there's two in the big hardback rulebook that you got with Leviathan that actually contradicts itself as well. But it says that Black Templar hate Psychus. Black Templar hate mutants. They don't accept anybody like that into their ranks, and they will kill anybody pretty much on sight. They don't like even the astropaths, but accept that they have to rely upon them. The other piece of text says that they hate only unsanctioned Psychus and mutants, and they greatly respect sanctioned Psychus. And they even look up with awe at astropaths who get to witness the Emperor's light. And both of them are pieces of text that currently exist in 10th edition that are both considered lore accurate because they're both written within it. It's like, it's purposeful. And this is partly because Black Templars themselves are extremely diverse. You've got so many crusades going on at the same time. And the Black Templar rarely ever agree with one another. Because they are so zealous and they spend so much time apart, and they come from every single world imaginable because they recruit from many different worlds. It's the Black Templars are as a result diverse. Some of them are going to be just filled with hatred and zealousness, while other ones are going to be a lot more respectful and kind. It's like Grimaldus is actually a relatively decent person, but other Black Templar we come across are absolutely evil and horrible. Helbrecht himself is a relatively understanding person, especially as he's gotten older. This is one of the big things that was surprised when Gulliman came across Helbrecht, is just how much of an understanding person he actually was. Especially we're considering his earlier, his earlier in life stuff he did was very, brash and bold and not well thought out. And I think it's like one of the big things about the Primaris at the moment is that some of the Black Templar accepted the Primaris with open arms, even being like, oh my gosh, it's Primaris. The son of the Emperor, a demigod, just brought these new soldiers to us. We must be very happy and proud to have them in our ranks. While other Black Templar just went incredibly traditionalist, and it resulted in a chaplain rounding up a bunch of the Black Templar when the Primaris were being delivered by Custodes, and rebelling against their marshal and the Custodes, killing the Primaris, killing the marshal, killing the Custode, and killing pretty much anyone that didn't agree with them. Very few of them actually survived. Pretty much only a couple handfuls of Black Templars survived this entire battle in this one crusade. Hello, villager. Don't worry, you're not late. There's no such thing as being late to a stream, except if a streamer is late. Or the moderators. But welcome. And that was one of the interesting things. And as a result, what this means is that what is it? Hello! No, Talan is late. Talan is late. Oh, you're winning. Yeah. Yeah, we're winning. We're winning. But anyway, it's one of the interesting things that I find about Black Temple. Not just Black Temple, but for what's it called? Warhammer in general. It's like you'll often find like with Space Wolves. Space Wolves are known sometimes to be really kind of like the... Sometimes they're acting like the Chads. Well, sometimes you get the Space Wolves and they're just viciously ripping people apart for no reason, civilians and stuff. And there's even one of the stories where some of the Chad Space Wolves are talking to some of the less Chad Space Wolves, the ones that, you know, don't care about civilians. And but basically, these named characters just basically telling off for other Space Wolves. And it's like, yes, the people in 40k are individuals. None of them act, despite all the stereotypes, no one actually is the stereotype. So very few of the characters are just their stereotypes. Me, late. No, my name is... No, you're called late, Talan. Yeah, Villager's not late, but Talan is. But yeah, no one is really just their stereotype in 40k. They are... Well, some peak characters definitely are. But it's like, just because a chapter is stereotyped to be one way doesn't mean every single person belonging to that chapter is, or even most of them. It's like for Ultramarines, they've got so many cool characters, and there's so many just really uncool characters. I like that. Every time someone in 40k is doing something nice, it's a fault of Gulliman. No, it's not. The Salamanders are nice. Vulcan is nice. That's not Gulliman's fault. They're good people. And Grimaldus was around before Gulliman came back, and he did some nice stuff. Have you seen his relationship with that one guardsman? It's hilarious. Gulliman did that. Elect him as president. This is Gulliman's fault. Thanks, Gulliman. Thanks, girly man. Thanks, gullible man. I do like the fact that every single Primarch pretty much has just a silly name. Girly man propaganda is real. You just need to get him having that, you know, the Obama poster, but with Gulliman now. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Gulliman is cool. I like Gulliman. He's a nice... I mean, he goes when he goes metal, he goes metal. He goes hard. He throws down with the best of them. But then he's also got a much more nicer side to him. He's a diplomat. He's understanding. And it's like, I like those characters in 40k. I also like some of the crazy characters. Actually, I don't like a lot of them. I struggle finding a lot of crazy characters. There are some crazy characters I do like. There are some crazy characters, but a lot of them I don't like. It's because they're just too one-note characters. Like, you got the corn woman. What's her name? The woman who had that big admiral of a battleship. And she's cool. She's crazy, but she's cool. When he goes metal, him furiously writing an email to the enemy. Gordon was an okay character. Now he's woken up with the trash heap that is the 40k universe. He's become a better character. I only say that, but in the Heresy books, as I said, I need to read them properly though. But I keep spoiling myself by reading scenes of the books that I come across, and he's just so cool in them. Like, do you know the entire thing in the entire Heresy when he got the betrayal at Calf and stuff, and you just got him on his battleships and going out into space and smashing people's heads in, and he's not even wearing a helmet. It's like, oh my gosh, the barely contained rage of girly man. He's a guile man in a Warhammer world. Yeah. Oh no, has anyone seen that trailer for Leviathan though? Do you know, for set and for 10th edition? That's so good. Where you got Gulliman just speaking to a void about, you know, how the people are talking of victory, and he's like, oh my gosh, this victory has been too costly, it's all Pyrrhic and we're still dying. girly man is too angry to care about vacuum of space. I mean, you won't actually instantly die in the vacuum of space. It depends. There's two ways they instantly die in the vacuum of space. Actually, no, you don't usually instantly die in the vacuum of space. While it's extremely cold in space, you're better being in the cold part of space than you are in the warm part of space. Because if you are directly in the light of the sun, you will probably fry to death. If you go out in space, space is not at absolute zero. Space is empty. If you go into space, space is no longer empty. And you'll be being bombarded by photons from the sun, and you won't have the protection of the atmosphere that we have right now. Earth, if we did not have our atmosphere, will become a desert landscape very quickly. If the atmosphere wasn't filtering all the radiation out of the sunlight. As soon as you go into sunlight with your bare skin out in space, you will be fried to death. Very quickly. That's the main danger. But if you go into a vacuum of space without being in the direct light of the sun, but close enough to an object that you're catching the reflected radiation, you won't instantly freeze to death. You will slowly freeze to death, but you shouldn't instantly freeze to death. You will also won't pop if your lungs aren't full of air. In fact, the most likely thing that will happen is you just have the air just go out of your mouth and go. But it's like, do you see the new Twitch VTuber rules? Yeah, I've seen the new Twitch VTuber rules. They're not actually all that new, if I'm entirely honest. I was reading the old rules. They've just done a lot more clarification, it seems like. Because they already had a rule saying that you must cover from your hips over down to the bottom of your buttocks and stuff. And it seems like that was meant to mean it included your hips, but most people read that as under your hips. It didn't include your hips. It meant from your hips, but not including. Now they've basically reworded it to say that you have to have your hips covered. Clarification is good, but for everyone. I mean, it still is for everyone, though, isn't it? It still says for everyone, and it says that it's for VTubers. Before, it also said these rules apply to VTubers. Now it says specifically that yes, each of these rules apply to him. No, I've read the rules. It doesn't say only VTubers. I'm pretty sure it does. I can get them on screen if you want to. But yeah, you would probably die in the vacuum of space, but you'd have a few seconds of life depending on where you were in space. I say a few seconds, potentially a couple of minutes where you'd... A few seconds before you fall unconscious, and then a couple of minutes before you are definitely dead and can't be revived. But it depends where you are in space. Like, if you are completely within the shadow of a planet and there's no reflection of radiation upon you, you're going to freeze to death very, very, very quickly. If you're within the sun, especially like the same distance Earth is away from the sun, and you are within the direct light of the sun, you'll just be fried to death. So it's like, it depends. It depends. I think the issue is not for VTubers or specific of VTubers, it's that Twitch looks the other way for IRL pools and hot tubs. That is actually one of the things they've clarified now, is that for a lot of the rules don't apply if you are on a beach, if you're at a pool or whatever, or a hot tub. You have to keep certain things covered, but bikinis and stuff are fine. Apparently, if you have a beach backdrop and you are a VTuber or a pool backdrop, you should be exempt. You should also be fine. Accordingly. But some people are saying that it's Twitch at fault. Others are saying it's that VTuber haters are actively trying to report VTubers. I have read a conspiracy theory that the IRL hot tub streamers are getting their fans to mass report VTubers And I don't see any evidence of that theory. But other people are suggesting that it's not Twitch at fault. It's just the fact that for one's being reported of VTubers because there's a hate campaign against VTubers. Others say it's Twitch just hating on VTubers because someone at Twitch really hates them. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on at Twitch. I'm not even on Twitch. I mean, technically I do have an account there, and every so often I say hi to one of the VTubers on my Twitch account, but that's about it. I read a conspiracy theory. I didn't know your game, Conjuror. No, it's because people have been complaining about this for a while, so I've been looking into it, and it's just... all of it's just at the moment. Very little proof, lots of theories. There's people saying it's to Twitch staff that are against the VTubers. There's others just saying that it's other people. I have actually at least seen one hot tub streamer who has been shown to have her fans telling people to report certain VTubers just because she doesn't want them competing with her. And that's about it. Also, your friend had the entire thing with all the extra VTuber hate because Mouse keeps winning awards because she's amazing. Little proof, lots of VTubers are being banned, but is this because the Twitch staff are actively going against VTubers, or is this because people are mass reporting VTubers? It could be either. I don't know which one's which. Then you just got the Twitch staff just banning people randomly without really thinking. You assume the first point. Yes, I know other Twitch people who have been banned. It's like for absolutely seemingly no reason, and then suddenly they're back again as soon as they complain to Twitch, which it keeps happening to VTubers. And that's just an issue Twitch has always had. You mass report someone, they get banned, and then it's like, oh, okay, never mind. If they weren't doing anything bad. Greatest migration to YouTube. I do imagine that will be an exodus. I mean, every so often for this, I know that once they opened up multi-streaming, a lot of Twitch streamers have been now streaming on YouTube. But at the same time, a lot of YouTube streamers are now streaming on Twitch. Current era. Yeah. People are insecure that anime are doing better jobs than them. Yeah. It's just one of those things. I think it's probably a mix of both. I think there's probably Twitch staff that really don't like VTubers and are all too happy to ban them. And I imagine at the same time there's a lot of mass reporting of VTubers. Because don't forget, at the moment, you've had all this hate because Mouse keeps winning at stuff. Then you've had that entire issue with, oh, what's she called? Oh, what's she called? The shoujo person. But she does a lot of adult content. And apparently she, like, topped a bunch of records in the adult content world, and as a result a bunch of people really hated her and just generally in VTubers. When you had the entire ASMR thing where a bunch of ASMR streamers really didn't like VTubers getting in on the game and doing better than them, so it's like I can see mass reporting occurring. As people mass report for any sort of reason. And all it takes is one person to decide to buy up a bunch of bots to do mass reporting as well. And it's like, you're planning on cutting is less weight but more reps are good for cutting. I don't know what cutting really is. Sorry. Mouse is just a cinnamon roll who need... Yeah, Mouse is amazing. I don't get why people would... I think most people who hate Mouse have definitely not watched her content. Most people, I mean, honestly, I don't really want to talk about that stuff. Current pop is not about mass reporting, it's about sudden bans done by staff without reason, yeah. Oh, as I said, I'm not really on Twitch. You're trying to get me to talk about something that doesn't really affect me right now. Thank God we're on YouTube, but our staff sucks too bad to be discriminatory. You know, you say that now, Talan. You just jinxed us, Talan. I'm going to get banned tomorrow. YouTube needs their live stream interaction like games and integration to be more emotes. I mean, all I'm doing now is just saying things that I've read elsewhere. I know VTubers who are on Twitch who'd say it's not Twitch's fault. I know VTubers on Twitch who do say it's Twitch's fault. I know some who say it's master porting, but Twitch is still to blame. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. YouTube, check this out. Conjuror is talking bad about you. I didn't talk bad about Conjuror. YouTube, you're tricking me. You're getting me to trip over my own words. No! I need a drink. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's sad stuff. Do we only have any happy stuff to talk about? Like how much Mouse has raised for the immune, whatever, deficiency fund. Is that it? Is it immune deficiency fund? Immunodeficiency fund. Whatever it is. She's raised so much money. It's amazing. Iron Mouse became #1 substream on Twitch. Yeah, because of a charity work. She's doing great work for charity. These VTubers are getting more VTubes. Viewers are my favourite streamers. Like, wait, is Pokemon not a VTuber? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know. I don't know who popular people are. Don't expect me to. I've never been in the know. I was born like 7 years behind everyone else in terms of what's current. I'm gonna ban them for no reason. I don't get them. I don't know what to say, so I'm not capable of yapping. Don't worry about it. That's what I feel like all the time. I always start the yapping streams like I have no idea what to talk about today. If all else fails, just talk about Warhammer. Everyone loves Warhammer. Transformer 1 movie came out and it's apparently good. Oh, I have heard of it. I don't know what Transformer... Is that what it is? Transformer 1. Wait, I think I might have heard that it was bad. Or is it good? Let's look. 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. What's the odd? 98%. Oh, that's really good for tomato meat, the audience score. Yeah. That's a good score. Maybe I'll watch it. Oh, it's got Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime. Oh my gosh, that means I have to watch. It's got Steve Buscemi in it. Oh my gosh, I love Steve Buscemi. I don't know who these other... Scarlett Johansson. Who's she? Oh wait, was Scarlett Johansson Black Widow? And who else is this? Oh, it's got Lawrence Fishburne. I love Lawrence Fishburne. He's amazing. Marketing genius. A social media manager just keeps retweeting bad movies and saying this movie is disappointing, but you know which movie is really good, and it keeps working. Oh my gosh, that's the best marketing. I'm gonna do that with every time someone complains about a VTuber. I'm gonna say, but you know what VTuber you should be watching? Me. Oh, people would hate that. People would hate that. Transformer 1 is the origin story of Optimus Prime and Mega. They have an origin story. Steve Buscemi. Hope he is in the movie as himself. I know. No, he's in a Starscream, apparently. I hope he just screams like his namesake. They were best buddies. What's this? Look, Lawrence Fishburne, he was Morpheus. Keegan-Michael Key. Oh, it's got Keegan-Michael Key in it. He's also cool. He's some Key and Peele. No, I don't know the rest of these people. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we have to watch it. Starscream is Lilith's favourite. Check Discord for an example. I don't know which one is Starscream. I'm gonna have to tell you, I'm not actually a big Transformers fan. I watched a couple of the first Transformers films, but I wasn't a big fan of them. And I've seen clips of the animated series. My brother was always a Transformers fan. I was more into Power Rangers. I wanted the pink Power Ranger. I had a pink Power Ranger squirt gun. And for it, if a pink Power Ranger could hold it, I was squirt, 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 squirt. Yay. Some version of Transformers lore could rival 40k with its depth and timeline. Oh my gosh. Some versions. Does that... Oh, because it's like a comic book as well, isn't it, Transformers? So it's got like multiple versions of a lore. It's multiversal. I've been seeing VTubers being pulled into 40k rabbit hole. You can donate this off their wallets. Don't worry, once you've built up your army, you don't need to buy more Warhammer until you want to build a new army. Lore goblins are quite good in bringing them into a rabbit hole. Yay! Lore goblins. I know a lot of Warhammer. I need to still catch up on the Indomitus era and Horus Heresy stuff. Because a lot of the Horus Heresy books were written in the time period that I was out of the game. And Horus Heresy hadn't come out as its own thing when I left Warhammer. Age of Sigmar had. Horus Heresy hadn't. I don't think Horus Heresy had. I don't remember it being its own thing. But actually it did have its own models, but it used 40k rules at the time. And they were all Forge Road models. Not Starscream. Oh, a protect Discord about for marketing, not Starscream. Okay, I'm gonna look at the Discord. What's on Discord right now? Cupcake Creations. Name a celebrity who nobody hates. A celebrity nobody hates. Easy. Optimus Prime. If you love Optimus Prime, witness his origin. Yee. Optimus Prime Femin was on Hot Ones apparently. Oh my gosh. I only know about Hot Ones thanks to Rin. Wait, Vanessa, why do I recognize her? What has she done? Okay, no, I don't know her from anything. But she was in an episode of Law and Order. 2 episodes either. Yeah. Okay, I don't know for yeah, I definitely don't know for the other actors in it. Nope. It's fine. It looks cool though. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe when it comes to a streaming service near me, I'll watch it. I've watched a Minecraft parkour. If it's okay, for memes are funny. Minecraft parkour. What's this? I can't wait for them to react for oiled up custodians and Santodis. Santodis! What's a Santodis? Santodis. Santodis. 40k. If the Emperor had text-to-speech. Oh. Is a Dreadnought of Adeptus Custodes? Eh. Eh. Minecraft Parkour Civilization Cupcon. Minecraft Parkour Civilization. Okay, I've got to Google. It's a Yapping stream, so I'm going to Google. Minecraft. Caps up accidentally off. Parkour Civilization. Parkour Civilization is home of parkour noobs, parkour pros, parkour masters, and parkour champion. Movie. Okay, movie. Minecraft, but I survive again in Parkour Civilization. Why is everyone talking about Minecraft Parkour Civilization? I don't know. I don't think I'd be watching that. Because it's a retelling in 1984 and for Old Testament. I believe you. I believe you. 1984 is my favourite book of all time. In fact, that's my Bible. That's what I live by. 1984. I don't get how come we got Fulfilling's perspective throughout the entire book and we never got to really see the hero's perspective that much. But you know, being a dictator is not easy, you know. You need a high IQ to understand the deep themes of a Minecraft parkour civilization. Oh, like Rick and Morty. You need a high IQ to understand why Pickle Rick's funny. He turned himself into a pickle. And then he killed a rat. That's probably your least favourite episode, Talan. When he turned himself into a pickle. Yeah, but this actually needs a high IQ. Do you mean like... So... Like... What's it called? Oh, like my new favourite TV show, Luigi. Wait, it's not called Luigi. Talan, what's the name of that? Ludwig. That's it. It's called Ludwig. It's not Luigi. It's Ludwig. Ludwig. If you don't know, there's a new crime drama called Ludwig by the BBC. It's got 6 episodes. Each is about an hour long. And it's great. I love it. I love it. Rick and Morty has a thing where it makes you think you need a high IQ intelligence. I don't think it does, if I'm honest. I mean, that's what I felt about Sherlock. Do you know, for BBC TV series, where it makes you... It feigns intelligence. It feigns intelligence, but often kind of fails and falls upon itself. I say fails and falls in upon itself. It doesn't actually require... It's like Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory does not require you to have a high intellect to watch it. In fact, that's the entire point. It's not meant to require high intellect. It's meant to make you feel a bit smart for getting some of the jokes. But that's about it. The same goes to Sherlock, really. But, oh, it makes you feel smart for understanding. But Sherlock is generally... It wants to make you feel smart for understanding and at times a bit dumb for not understanding. But it's kind of, I'm getting pretty big, so might as well try and cut the fat. Cut the fat! Cardio is generally best if you want to cut the fat. Do cardio. So do running. This month I'm trying to find some store that sells a paperback book of a novel called Arc of Scythes. The world that everyone is immortal, chosen people became deaf to control the population. Oh, that sounds weird. That's a weird story concept. What? And Talan's read it, of course. Talan's read it. Super good book. Super good book. Well, I hope it's a good book. Called Arc of Scythes. So basically, people are Grim Reapers, killing immortal... Wait. I swear the Simpsons had an episode about that. Yeah, the Simpsons had an episode where Death died, everyone was immortal, and Homer became deaf, so that to kill people. And to control the world's population, stop people constantly doing stupid stuff, so people have the consequence of their actions. Yeah, that was a Halloween episode. It's like an Eldor race, but humans and curse and chosen death and AI Jesus. AI Jesus! Just like real Jesus. Actually a super intelligent computer sent back in time. Yeah. However, my book is only called Scythe. Your book's only called Scythe? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, is Arc of Scythes like the second in the series then? Or it's just Talan just has a different book. I got book 1 and 2. They are called Scythedom. Scythedom! Scythedom just sounds like a weird fetish, if I'm entirely honest with you. No, it's the same. It's the same book. Is it just like different name in Austria? Or Romania? Or wherever you got the book? My arm is twisted back because I lifted my weight up. I got it in Romania. So it's got a different name in Romania. What about a book called Yap? Would you buy a book from me named Yap. The Art of Yap. It's in a world where no one can talk anymore except through text, except for a few chosen people who can yap it up with the best of them. And it's got to be called the Yapdom. It's only 3 books and they are thick, even for paperbacks. They're thick with a triple K. I don't know if a triple K, with a triple C. Oh my gosh, no. I'll buy that book. Oh no. No, don't buy that book. Buy instead The Destitute and the Brave, which is not yet written. Act of Mercy. Oh, it's not yet written the book I am planning to write. Actually, I've wrote the first chapter and then I didn't like it, so I rewrote it. I've only partially rewrote it. If you want to know how many words, the first chapter I wrote of it was documents. Okay, where is it? Stories. How many books have I written? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've written way too many books. And half of them haven't even gone anywhere. Guided Mind. Not that one. Not this one. B, B, D, 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 A, B, C. I don't be with my T because it's fur. There we go. Okay, the first chapter I wrote, my first attempt, which I now have renamed as Meh. Is that your soon-to-come book you're writing? Well, it's not soon to come. It's going to be slowly written. Maybe I'll do a working stream one day where I'm writing it. Okay, it's first chapter's 2,299 words. I didn't like it in the end, so I'm writing a second version of it where I do a... So the first one didn't have a narrator's voice. Not much of a voice for the narrator, like the narrator wasn't a character within the story, if you know what I mean. The second attempt, though, I'm writing it more of the narrator being sort of its own character that's in the know and is speaking to you rather than just giving you text to read. And that one is only 140 words that I've got written there yet. That's because the time I was meant to be writing it, I had assigned I only had 10 minutes left. We named to Mayor, who needs critics when you're Conjurer? Yeah! Who needs critics when you're your own worst critic? That's just me. That's just me being me. Awesome as usual. So cool. So great. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I got so many books. I have been looking at some of my other books to give me some of my inspiration back. And some of them are just so long. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is when I was getting given chapters. I was writing a book where each of us would write a story, write a chapter once, and then for people would read it, then we'd go back and then go forward, go back, go forward, go back, go forward between one another, because it's part of a writing group. What else did I write? Oh my gosh, what is that? I do not remember half of these things that I've written. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. Ooh. Oh my, this is the issue you get when you're a writer, especially when you've not got confidence. Recently been getting into Rimworld again. My Rimworld obsession is coming back. Rimworld obsession! You get obsessed over a game. Crazy. Crazy. How could you ever get obsessed over a game? No one would ever get obsessed over a game. I've definitely not gotten obsessed over games. It's not like I have thousands of hours in Skyrim that I would never get back. Skyrim. Says for silly. Says for silly. I've still not played Rimworld. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just... I opened up my Steam to look at my few hours. And it just showed me that I got a new infantry item. Because of us playing Space Marine. I got a bloodletter. Nevermore. and for trained psycho. Tainted psycho. Oh, do you think any of these are worth money? 4p card, a 4p card, and another 4p card. You'll never play Emote Conjuror, only cool please. It's an expensive game with expensive DLC. Leave me alone. Mintco Race is a good mod for Cupcon in World. What's a Mincho? What's a Mincho Race? I'm gonna Google Mincho. I'm googling a Mincho. Rimworld. Rimworld. The mint choco slime apparently. Mint choco slime. You're an expensive. I am an expensive. If I was a game, I'd be so expensive. You realise that most of the games I have in my library, I never spent more than £7 on. Like even for top AA games, with all the DLCs, it's like, there you go, £7. I just bought them on sale. I got Horizon Zero. We should probably play Horizon Zero Dawn at some point. I got that on my computer. It's not downloaded though. I got Iron Harvest. What do you guys think of Iron Harvest? I've heard it's good. I've heard it's bad. I don't really know. Okay, I'm looking at my hours in certain games. So in Ravenfield, I have 476 hours. Risk of Rains, 37 hours. Stream Avatars, we got 242 hours in. VTube Studio has 1,848 hours. The board game adaptation. Yeah. And half of the device I just worked on for the last 4 hours or so have a hold placed on them and I can't process them. Oh no! No! Oh, I hate it when stuff like that happens. Okay, between Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3, I have 835 hours. 36 hours, sorry. What else do we have over here? Got 24 hours in Card Shop Simulator. Stellaris has 1,202 hours in it. The board game was amazing. Iron Harvest is good, like the Diesel and Steampunk vibe. Yeah, it's called Diesel Punk. Yeah, Diesel Punk! I love Diesel Punk. I kind of want to play it because I've heard people say it's cool. Maybe we'll play it for like just a one-off stream. Have a look into it one day. It was on sale, so I got it. But Ice Conjuror narrating to a play, I was stopped flexing. No, I'm just saying, look, I'm not obsessed in games. I've just got these very small play hours in these games. Like, look at how low my play hours are. So super low. Skyrim Special Edition only has 583 hours in it. The original Skyrim only has 1,770 hours in it. You know, Skyrim, the two versions of Skyrim combined, I have 2,354 hours in this game over. That's more than I have in VTube Studio. And VTube Studio I've been doing for probably on average 3 hours a day. For an entire over a year. And it's, well, maybe not on average 3 hours a day, but you know, almost on a daily basis, I'm streaming for at least 3 hours. And for the past year, and I still don't have as many hours in VTube Studio as I do in Skyrim. I'm not even that close yet. I'm still like 500 hours away. I'm playing a horror RPG, Mad Father, Corpse Party, and Wanna Donna Horror. Of a few I am playing right now. Oh, I know of Corpse Party. I don't know of the other ones. Those are classics. I don't know any of them. Oh, I love Dishonored. I want to play Dishonored again. Guys, do you think we should play Dishonored on the streams again? We should do. I love that game. Deep Rock Galactic. Cult of the Lamb. We need to play Cult of the Lamb again. I've only done it for one stream. One of those games someone got for me, so it's like, I should play it more. I remember early YouTubers playing them. Oh. I wasn't on early YouTube. I wasn't on early YouTube. I was on late YouTube. When Markiplier was the only person who was on YouTube, and if you watched anybody else, you got punched in the face. Yeah. Wonder No Hour is a cutesy theme about a witch, but the story is quite dark. Oh. I was like, yay, cute witch game. And it's like, oh, dark story. No, why does every cute witch game have to have a dark story? Oh, I also got 154 hours in Binding of Isaac. Wait, how many hours do I have in Potato? 103 hours. Oh, they released them new DLC for Potato, didn't they? Are they going to? I should probably play that soon. Anno 1800. I would honestly play more Anno 1800. It wasn't just such a hard game to open up. Cutesy underwater theme like Little Mermaid with gore. Oh. Oh no. All cute witches have a dark story. I don't have a dark story. And I'm a cute witch person when I'm a conjurer, really. And okay, I don't look much like a witch, even with my hat on now. Yeah, I look more like the Cupcon boss. I'm a mafia don. I'm a mafia don. Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Right now, what buttons do I have to press? There we go. But I mean, my other model's a witch. I'm going to become a witch again, and I can conjure little cupcakes. Okay, what am I going to do? What am I Googling? Wanda no hala. There we go. Wanda no hala. Oh, it looks cute. That does look cute. It's on itch.io. Oh, look at them cute characters. How dark is it? Looks like the color corrected version of Cruella de Vil. Oh my gosh, I'm Cruella de Vil. No, I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt people. Actually, I'm not Cruella de Vil. Have you seen? Do you know this hair spike here? It's the same as my original model. Look, I've got sprinkles. I got sprinkles. I got sprinkles in my, and look at my tongue. Look at my tongue. And I got fangs. And look, I got a mushroom cupcake necklace. And I got cupcake tattoos. And yeah, and look at my cupcake earrings. Yeah, I'm not Cruella de Vil. I'm cute. I'm a kind, cute person. She's like Cruella. She is like Cruella, but instead of Dalmatians, she wants a coat of rats. No, I want a coat of cola. I've got to drink it. Nice cola. Nice cola. Yeah. Yeah. Also, look at this. I got a random paintbrush in my hair. Oh, it's not a paintbrush. That is a paintbrush. Look at them paintbrushes in my hair. Nico put them there, you know. A model artist. He's mean putting paintbrushes in my hair. I also look, I got gloves. You might forget, but look, I got gloves. I got gloves, son. Yeah. And I got feetsies. Look, I got feetsies. Have we go pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Hello, Mercury. How you doing? Listening to any good music recently? Yeah. Not paintbrushes. Those are cupcakes. Are they cupcakes? They look like paintbrushes to me. You said it yourself. You said it yourself. Oh my gosh, 101 cupcakes. Guys, I'm not going to make a coat out of cupcakes. Don't worry about it. You're all my friendly friends. Until we get 101 people in chat, in which case I'm going to turn you all into coat. I mean, I'm not going to turn you all into a coat. You know what I'm going to do? Boss fight. Yeah. Wait, no, it's not how you do a boss fight, is it? Is it like this? Boss 10,000. You've been listening to Fame, YMCA, Tangerine, and Dr. Feelgood. Oh, nice. A boss battle is starting. You have 60 seconds to type exclamation mark join and your choice of ranger, druid, bard, necromancer, priest, mage, or warrior. It is now 37 seconds. Join ranger, yay! Can I join? Yapping. I'm gonna join as a necromancer. There we go. I'm in! We got a ranger and a warrior. Oh my gosh. We gotta do a boss battle. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Cupcake romance. Oh no, you might have been a bit too late. Night parade. Oh no. That's that cupcake romance. Oh no. We're not romancing cupcakes. Don't romance for cupcakes. Okay, we don't wait. The lines got padded out by the MCPC bot. Protect. Protect. Yeah. Oh wait, I just got teleported forward. Oh. Exclamation mark. Poison Nova. There you go. He meant romancer. It's in necromancer. I know what he meant. Wait, am I in? No, you're not in. Well, it's a 60 seconds timer. Unfortunately. But apparently I'm moving really quickly. Did I do my Poison Nova? I probably did. Wait, how do you play this? If you're one of the named characters that are in this, so Branry, myself, or Anthony, you can play by... When your character comes up, it would give you a thing saying... telling you how to do your attack. Just type exclamation mark. Have the attack you want to do. Oh my gosh. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Boom! Dale just got struck. No, that's NPC bot, sorry. Branry. It's Branry's turn. Here we go. He's got power shot, strafe, weak spot. Weak spot. Oh, it's my turn again. Bones. Run we. I gave my little skeleton buddy. Yeah. We're winning this fight. Oh my gosh. But this is a cool. I wonder if I can change what for bosses and like its attacks and stuff. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of stuff in stream avatars that I'm not actually aware of how to do or what it is. Oh my gosh. I've also been told that I need to give you all hats, so I need to hire someone to make a bunch of hats for the cup, specifically for the cupcake, so I can add them onto the online shop. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Anthony's dying. Maybe we need to get healed. Do we have a priest in the army? Oh no. I like how it's a yap. We need 2 TF2 style hats. Well, only if you're going to spend real money on them. Like TF2. Mortal strike. Yay. Oh, it might have been a demoralize. It will give you a random if you don't type in time, and unfortunately there's a delay. Oh, this person looks like they're healing or speeding us along. What's happening? What's happening? It's attacking. Oh, I just got set on fire. No. Okay. Auntie just got healed by the NPC. Nice. Oh my gosh. Look at what's happening. And anyway, join the party. The fire party. Yeah, there's a party of us on fire. Woo. Oh my gosh. Imagine D&D. Everyone, the entire party is just constantly on fire. Like literally ever just having to always heal themselves and figure out ways to use it to their advantage and to survive being on fire. Oh my gosh, that NPC is just... Oh my gosh, that NPC is going crazy. D&D is fun. D&D is fun. You know, maybe... Guys, do you think we could have D&D in chat? Do you think I could do like a member stream where chat and ourselves, we play D&D together? Oh my gosh. Vampirism. Vampirism. Did I spell that correctly? My dyslexia. Nope, I don't think I did. Okay, I'll just do Poison Nova. Okay, I don't know what I actually did in the end. Oh, I'm so close to death. I'm so close to death. No, that's me who shoots the multiple. Oh, it's you. Oh, Banry's doing amazing. Banry's amazing. I didn't forget for exclamation mark. It's fair. It's fair. I think I might have just wrote it wrong. One of the NPCs just got killed. Oh, at least Banry's doing some work. Banry's doing good work. Resim. Is that not what I spelled? I don't know. Okay, Rusty Dale is attacking. For Rusty Dale! What's he gonna do? Demoralize. Strike. Mortal strike. Smashed him. Oh my gosh, so much damage. You killed him, Anthony. You did it. So good. So amazing. Oh, and you all got 10,000 sprinkles. Wait, that might be 100,000. I might have typed too many 60. This is why dyslexia hits us. Now everyone is ascending. Okay, that was 100,000. You're all rich. You're all rich. Screensaver 100. Yeah. You know what I've got to do? I'm going to have to open up Stream Avatars now and grab this one. I can't grab. I can't grab them. No. No. I'm trying to. It's sad. Banry, you have 236,000 sprinkles. Oh my gosh, Banry's rich. Banry could buy anything he wants of the shop, of life. He could have any hat. Any hat. Oh my gosh, yawning. I need to stretch. I need to stretch and yawn. Still short of Elites. That's because Elite has 100 million. Elite's insane. Why did I have to give him like 100 million sprinkles? There we go. Oh. I mean, this has to be more than 100 seconds, right? I had a good morning today, Cupcake. I'm not a cat! But it's been an okay morning. It's been better since I started streaming. But the morning ended an hour ago. Almost. So, that's sad. Whee! No! 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 Don't trick Cupcake into saying words.
Nom. Nom. Underscore cup con
No!
cup cat. Cup con cup cat comma underscore cup cat. Cup cat.
No.
Nom.
No, you're not meant to say that. I'm not a cupcake. You're a cupcake. You're a cupcake. Ugh. Listen, do you like my yap? It's a big yap. If I was to make a holiday sign, not a holiday sign, do you like a Hollywood where they put that big sign onto the side of a hill? Yeah, if I was to do that, I'd do it like that, with purple letters with green edges, bright green edges, and then like a dark turquoisey edge on the other side, and then it will look just like really neon all the time. Topic, you're a cupcake. No, I'm not a cupcake. I'm not a cupcake. I'm not a cupcake. I'm not a cat at all. I'm a cupcake. One command, lol. Yeah. You can't get Cupcake to speak. Not like that, you can't. I could change Cupcake's voice, actually. Currently, Cupcake has the Emma British English voice. I could change it to Amy. What does that do?
Nom. Nom.
Oh my gosh, Cupcake has a deep voice there. Welsh English!
Nom.
Oh, that's a dude's voice. I'll find any other Welsh English ones. I want Welsh English. What about Scottish English? Welsh English. Welsh English. Welsh English.
You're a cupcat.
Nom.
Okay, I just gotta go back to Emma. Emma's the best.
Nom.
Nom. Dance. Mass dance. I can make everyone dance. Mass dance. Did Cupcake hit puberty? Yes. And then he went back. Oh my gosh, look at everyone dancing. Look at you all dancing. Geronimo. Oh my gosh, that'll be a good way to get the star when it's around. World peace. World peace you want, did you say? This is how you get world peace. It just sounds like an old man trying to say something. Oh no. There you go. I like how tonight I'm trying to get them to mass dance, but I'm like, no! Mass explode! Yes, mass dance is a good opening for invaders. Enter chat. That would actually be good. That would be good. Talan, that's your new role. When we get a raid, you have to do mass dance. Mass dance, mass dance. Everyone dance. Do the oogie boogie and turn around. Mass dance, mass dance. Do the mass dance. Okay, when we get raided, I type mass explode. No, mass dance. Not explode. Dance. Show them how cute and happy we are. And then once they're here and they can't escape, boom, we explode them. But only after they're trapped here. Mass bomb. No, not the bomb one. No. Okay, you can do screensaver if you want. You can do screensaver like a minute, 5 minutes, 2 hours, 60 years and 5 days. Mass dance, I like the mass dance. Do the oogie boogie and it turn up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what you want from me, woman. I want you to do this when we get raided. Mass dance. This one. Do that command. Bow, bow, now. Look how cute they. Look at the cute dancing cupcakes.
Exclamation mark mass explode.
No, not mass explode. The duration of a screensaver, it's been 84 years. Okay, just let me do a little thing. Okay, Times.
Wake up.
I'm fine. I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry about it. Okay. And I control C here. There you go. Screensaver. There we go. There we go. Do 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 boo. Do do do. Cupcake annoyed. Cupcake's not annoyed. Wait, that wasn't screensavered for longer. That wasn't 84 years. That's how. It was meant to be 84 years for the screensavers. It was meant to be a joke. But bye-bye, Binary. Thank you for coming to the stream. It was nice having you here. Oh, I always appreciate you coming by. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Remember to sleep well. And that cupcakes are friends, not food. Oh, why did the screensaver fail? Screensaver, 84 years.
I like to move it, move it.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Yeah, it doesn't want to do it for 80 years. I'm also going to go to. I was too tired today after a lot of things going on. Bye, bye, Mercury. You also have a good sleep. Have a nice rest of your day. Listen to some good music and get some nice rest. I also listen to. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. I like to chew it, chew it. I like to chew it, chew it. I like to chew it, chew it. I like Chewits. Chewits is a sweet that you chew and you nom nom nom. It's a fruit sweet. And they had an advert. I had a dinosaur skateboarding around a city and it was like, I like to chew it, chew it. I like to chew it. It's like, oh my gosh, I had a dinosaur skateboarding around a city. It was so cool. You know what? I bet you I can't show it on screen. I probably can't show it on screen. Oh wait, Albertonic's here. I missed you. I missed you, Albert. Hello, Albert. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. So, what do we do? What do I do here? Chew it. Move it. I like to chew it advert. There we go. There you go. Where's that I like to chew it advert? Here it is. Oh. I'm gonna have to turn off desktop audio. No. I don't want that. Okay, give me one. Give me a moment. Hello, Elite. Oh, Elite Trainer's here. Hello. Also, don't call me a nerd. Don't worry about it. I'm not. I won't sing it. Ah, there you go. There you go. Okay, now I need to just bring window capture open. Take over. Oh, there we go. I now need to resize this. There you go. Here we go. Here's a Chew It's advert. I'm not going to do for audio because the audio will probably get me banned. But look. But look, it's a roller skating dinosaur on London buses. Look at his advert. And the entire thing is to chew it, but move it, to chew it. Copyright. Yeah, see. Yeah. There we go. Best advert ever made. Oh, you're not feeling well these days. Mostly gonna lurk. Oh. What do you mean these days? Have you fallen ill with something? What's wrong? No, I hope you... Well, have a good fun lurking, Elite. I hope you get better soon if you can get better. Yeah. Oh,
Yap,
boy.
yap, boy.
No, you mean... Ah, there you go. Now I want to chew. I do want to chew too. It's been forever. I had wine gums yesterday. I was like, you know what? I want wine gums. Why? I don't know. I just had some wine. But if you don't know what wine gums are, for chewy sweet, what we have in Britain, in fact, it's fruit flavoured. It's not got actual wine in it, as far as I'm aware. They're for kids. They're called wine gums. And for taster, Your Majesty, for bosses hit for second. Big Ben. Oh no, no. That's not how
I
it's
like to
gonna
move
work.
it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it.
No! Hey, you're the one that was telling me not to sing the song. Cupcake. Whack! Headbutt. Ow. Headbutting Cupcake. Hurts. A second double-decker bus has hit for Big Ben. Yeah. And there seems to be a dinosaur tied to both of the double-decker buses. It's not good. Oh, I keep remembering the Queen's no longer here. It's the King now we've got, and a different Queen. She was a stop-motion version of that dinosaur for adverts in the 80s. He went around eating London landmarks. What? Oh my gosh. I have to look this up now. I'm having a minor headache entire day. It's normal, but these days it's not going away like, oh, I know that feeling. Have some sugar water or cola, or maybe. Have you been drinking more cola since watching me? Maybe that's giving you a headache. Maybe stop drinking cola. You guys are unlucky. We still have the Twin Towers and Queen. I live in Malaysia. Oh, it was a hard day. It was a hard day. What? Oh my gosh. What else happened in the world? What else happened? I don't know. I have no idea. I know that apparently in Justice League Unlimited, right, they were going to have an episode where the Green Lantern was having to stop a plane from crashing into some buildings. But then the Twin Tower incident occurred, and as a result, they ended up having to quickly change it from a plane into a train that they had to stop. And there's actually so many things of that sort of stuff happened. It's like, have you seen the Muppets? I think it's A Christmas Carol, where it's like Kermit is responsible. Is it Christmas Carol? It might not be. But there's a Muppets film where it's like Kermit is responsible for the destruction of the Twin Towers. Because obviously the film was being made before the Twin Towers got destroyed. So what they did is they edited out all of the scenes that had the Twin Towers in it. But they accidentally left some in when they went some scenes with the Twin Towers in it. And all these scenes that had it remaining in was back in a point of time where Kermit apparently didn't exist. So if Kermit didn't exist, the Twin Towers never got destroyed. Is what they're saying to us. But if Kermit did exist, the Twin Towers are no longer there. Like, oh my gosh. Been a while, I stopped drinking and eating unhealthy. You stop drinking and eating unhealthy. Maybe you need to eat and drink healthy now. Maybe you need to eat and drink unhealthy. Maybe it wasn't actually that unhealthy. It's like for me, every time I decide it's like I'm going to be healthy, I mean, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I made myself ill by trying to be healthy. Like that milk and stuff, yeah, it turns out milk is actually really bad for me. I'm not lactose intolerant, but milk is just really bad for me. And my entire attempt to be healthy by drinking milk, not a good idea. Trying to cut salt out of my diet, not a good idea. Trying to cut down on sugars, not a good idea. None of it's good for me. Oh, editing oof. Yeah. There's a lot of oofs like that from that time. You get those oofs every so often still now, like for instance where most of the time what happens now is because most of the oofs aren't major, they either decide to completely get rid of the episode or scrap the film or whatever, or they will just delay it until a time that they think it's reasonable to release it. This is when it turns out you're like that house episode of a lady was self-medicating when she was big. I don't know that episode. I don't know that episode. I'm sorry. I used to watch House. House was great. I had Hugh Laurie in. Hugh Laurie's a great actor. Do you know Hugh Laurie? Have you seen Blackadder? Hugh Laurie's in Blackadder. And in Blackadder, he sounds like a proper posh Brit. That's a bit silly and dopey. Nothing like House at all. The cure to condition was higher carbs and sugars. Yeah, there's actually lots of things like that. There's like dietitians are having to readdress the way that they actually treat patients now. It's like before, all they ever used to say was, eat more greens, eat more fiber. But then it's like, okay, wait a minute. Children shouldn't be having high fiber diets because, you know, children don't need fiber. Adults do. Older adults especially. Children, maybe not. Maybe giving them lots of fiber is not a good idea. Maybe, it's like one of the other things is that like, a lot of children as well would be chubby and then they'll have a massive growth spurt. And then they'll go chubby again, then they'll have another massive growth spurt. And it's like, yeah, that happens. So it's actually very difficult to... and then you got like everyone's different. It's like me, I've got this extremely restrictive diet, but if you told... But it turns out everything dietitians used to tell me was effectively incorrect. And that they really just... A lot of it you have to readjust because people are individuals, people's stomachs are extremely complicated and your gut transits and so on and everything else. It's all very complicated stuff. And you can't just apply one formula and expect it to work with everybody. Fiber, no. Fiber optics, yes. Yay, fiber optics. I love fiber optics. My little sister's now allergic to milk. When she was younger, she was basically attached to a cow she drank that much. Yeah, and you can develop allergens as she gets older. And honestly, you're more likely to get allergens to stuff you have a lot. Which is actually weird. I don't understand that one entirely. And what's it called? It's like hay fever. You can also develop an allergy to pollen and stuff, even if you never had hay fever before. Same goes with things like asthma, and it's there's actually quite a few things. It's like this bloodworm thing that you feed to fish. And while you might not be allergic to it, the more you handle it, the more likely you are to become allergic to it. And just by touching it, it can actually be quite bad. Say allergic comes out as an eczema flare-up if she has too much. Yeah. It sounds like she might be allergic. It's like, I'm not allergic to milk. I'm not lactose intolerant. But it does set off my stomach issue. But that's apparently because it's very high fiber. Well, it's not technically fiber. Does it count as fiber? I mean, it's very, not fiber, it's very high FODMAP thing. It's basically just lots of stuff that your body doesn't really digest well. And my body doesn't like stuff it can't digest well because it just wants to go super, super fast. So anything that tries to slow it down or be indigestible, it just gets very angry at. It's not nice. Although it turns out I might be able to digest cellulose. I used to drink tea with lots of milk. Now I can't have too much milk. Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of adults can't actually drink milk. They could as a child, but they can't anymore. Which I guess makes sense. Certain mammals are like that as well, where they can drink milk as a... Like they can drink cow milk rather. When they're young, but once they're no longer young, they can't drink it. Well, they try, they just become very ill afterwards. It's like my cat, she loves cheese. My cat loves cheese. But weirder still is one of my cat absolutely loves fruit-flavoured things. Like, I had my wine gums, which I told you for like these gummy sweets that are fruit-flavoured. And she's looking at the bag expectantly, and she's like, I give her a tiny bit of one, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's delicious. That's what she's like. You're gonna hear her thoughts. It's like, nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Just licking away at it. And if you give her one of those fab lollipops, she's just like, likes to lick the lollipop because it's just like fruity flavoured. It's like, I have no idea why a cat would like fruit flavouring, but you know, cats will be cats. I'm very glad I haven't found anything I'm allergic to. It means I enjoy all the foods. I can't really enjoy all the foods. I can't. It's really annoying though, having... Okay, my uncle, I think, is allergic to lemons and to lemon juice. And apparently lemon juice is actually used in a lot of food products, especially like processed food stuff. It's used as a flavour enhancer, which actually makes a lot of sense. A lot of recipes use lemon as a flavour enhancer. It's just acids and the citric stuff. But it's like I can't eat garlic or onion. Like really, it makes me incredibly ill. I drop my weight. I can't it though. It's fine. Ow, my arm. Yeah, I can't. It makes me incredibly ill, garlic or onions. But a lot of food, a lot of meals, if you go to a restaurant, they're most likely to use onion or garlic in almost every single dish. A lot of processed foods, pretty much any sort of ready food that you can buy, even if it's just lightly processed, will usually have garlic or onion in them. Sometimes both. And it makes me very, 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 very ill. And it's like, yeah, that's not good at all. And it makes it very hard to... It's why I have to cook for myself a lot. It's like, ugh. Oh, it's like when I have pasta, I have to make it pretty much all fresh. I had to make it all fresh by myself. And it's not very fun when I'm having to do that. But it's not, I say it's not very fun. It can be fun. But at the same time, it's a lot of energy. I don't always have that amount of energy. Although I did learn how to make a chicken pie. I don't know if I told you guys. But there used to be this chicken pie, right? But when I was a kid, I absolutely adored from M&S. It made me ill. Turns out it has onion in. But I've never had a chicken pie like it since. And it had like this orange roasty gravy with it. And I found out how they make it. You use tomato sauce. Or tomato puree, rather. Basically, almost any sort of sauce that's like kind of orangey coloured. Even if it's like a gravy roast thing. It's likely got a bit of tomato in there to give it that orange look. And because tomatoes themselves can be used as a flavour enhancer. At least you control exactly what you put into you. You know exactly what you use for your food. Yeah. Lots and lots of sugar. Lots and lots of salt. And a tiny bit of meat. And no veg. In fact, I just piled on a bag of sugar, a bag of salt. And put a little bit of chicken on top of it. And a little bit of olive oil. And a tiny piece of carrot. And that's my meal. That's my meal. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's not my meal. And I know what I'm putting into my body anyway when I'm like... Because almost everything I do buy, but it's like pre-made or at least partially pre-prepared, I do have to read all the ingredients on it to make sure that I can have it. And one of the things I've been having recently is breaded chicken from M&S. Or one of the types of breaded chicken they have, because one of them doesn't have onion or garlic in. It's called tempura chicken. And it's not great for me, but it is nice to be able to have something I can just throw into the fryer and it's already got lots of flavour and texture to it. You know? Whereas if I wanted to make breaded chicken myself, it's like an hour's worth of work to make breaded chicken. It's like, I don't want to do that. And then you got all the prep, and then you got all the clean up. It's like, oh, that's so much effort. So much effort. I need to learn how to do pastry so I can make pasties and chicken and bacon pies and maybe other types of pies. Honestly, it's not that hard. You can make pastry yourself with using flour and stuff, and which is okay. But you can also just buy some pre-made pastries and stuff. That's what I use. I use a pre-made pastry because, again, low effort. One of the refrigerated ones. Just unroll it, cut it out, and bing bang. But I mean, I could always make my own pastry, but you know, that's just a lot more. It's a lot to clean up and a lot to set up, and it takes a lot of time. It's like, I don't want to spend an hour every day. Oh, well, actually longer when it comes to clean up and stuff, especially when you're wanting to cook and like other people in the house are wanting to cook at the same time. So it's like, the longer you take, the weirder times you'll have to be doing it. Especially it's like evening streams. I like to eat about 2 o'clock, so about 2 hours before the stream, or at least start eating around then. But if I have to prepare pastry and stuff, then it's going to take a lot longer. It's going to take up a large part of my day. I got to make my own thing. It's a principle of a thing. Oh, good luck to you doing that. Oh, God. I just can't be bothered with the amount of effort it takes. And sometimes I can be, but a lot of the times I can't be. I don't have that much energy. And with me especially, it's like, it takes me a long time to eat food. This is like why I give myself 2 hours to eat for food before stream, because of my stomach issue. I've been told I should eat very slowly. And then almost all the time, even with foods I can have, it does upset my stomach. It does put me in more pain. It's like, I don't want to put a high amount of effort into something that honestly I'm not going to enjoy that much. It's just going to put me in pain, and oh, yeah, it's not great. I never end up wanting to put that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I actually do enjoy cooking. I'm going to put effort in today. But when I do that, usually I try making myself way too much of it so I can just freeze it and then just heat it up other days. Oh, one of the things I did do is make chicken dumplings in Skyrim. Except I didn't follow the chicken dumpling recipe that Skyrim had. I did follow the design of a chicken dumpling, but I chose a different recipe for one I made myself, which was a... Oh, what is it? What is the recipe I made myself? Yeah, it uses a tomato. Uses a tomato paste. It was fun. It was fun, yeah. It uses a gravy and a tomato paste with a bit of spring onion, the green parts of spring onion, because that's the parts I can actually have, not the white part. And... Oh, it had bits of carrots in it. Chicken, obviously. But yeah, it was a gravy I used in the end, not a... whatever it was. Whatever it was. They used like a white wine cheesy sauce, a white sauce for it, and a bit of mushroom. And it's like, you know, that doesn't actually look as good as a chicken dumpling I imagined in my head. So I made a different one. And it was delicious. I loved it. I absolutely adored my chicken dumpling. And I should make some more one day. Maybe over a weekend I can do. Actually, since I've been streaming, I find it a lot harder to find the time to cook. Like, I have to take a day off for it. Well, that's because cooking takes forever. Oh my gosh. I could not be on the Great British Bake Off. Oh my gosh. All that being said, they like, for the really big things that they have to make, it's so long. You do a cooking stream. No, I'm not going to do a cooking stream. Cookies. Oh, I did buy a new camera today. Before this stream, I bought a document camera. Yeah, so that next time we do a hand cam, it's going to be much higher quality. Yeah, I bought one that does 60 frames per second at 1080p. It can do 4K, but I mean, I don't stream at 4K, I only stream at 1080p, so. But yeah, I bought a proper document camera, so it should hopefully give us a much better thing for next time we do our hand cams. I don't know when it arrives anyway. Where did I buy? Oh, I had to buy it from Amazon because they only sell it on Amazon. I was a bit sad about that, but still, it was great. Like, even their website just redirects you to Amazon, which is, I guess it's fine. I've been trying to avoid using Amazon when I can now. Partially because every time, the past few times I've bought from Amazon, it's been extremely delayed. I've not benefited from, despite it being Prime, it's taken like a week to get here, at the very least. Sometimes boxes are damaged, often for products that were just complete lies. They weren't anywhere near as good as what the product said on the descriptions, or even sometimes what they said they were. Being different sizes and stuff, and then the customer service is terrible. It's like, you know what? I'm not bothering with Amazon anymore. Don't let the British in the kitchen. I like to think we could convince Cupcon to do a cooking stream if it was a cookie stream. I mean, a cooking stream would be very difficult for me, because I can't exactly bring all my stuff into the kitchen or my recording software, and especially since I do have other people in the house, I don't want them on the camera. I have seen someone else use effectively camping equipment for their cooking streams. But that would require me to buy the camping equipment, to find room on my desk for the camping equipment and all sorts, and it's not really worth it. It would be for 1 or 2 off stream, quite a large expense for 1 or 2 off. Or what would mostly be a one-off stream. Maybe off a very occasional stream. Or not just Conjure with an open flame. Yeah. I've got to go back-to-back meetings coming up for the next couple of hours. See you later. Bye-bye, Night Parade. Enjoy your meetings. Good luck in them. I hope they go super well and you get all you wanted from out of them. Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. I don't have anything to yap about now. I'm out of yappy topics. Yappy, slappy, rappy topics. Copto, give me ideas. Just stop dancing. I like Cupto's reaction to that. It looks like Cupto's thinking now. Like Cupto was just happy and dancing, and suddenly he just stops, slowly opens the eyes. I don't know. Look, Cupto's thinking hard about ideas. Just give Cupto a moment.
We can yap about Transformers 1.
Oh, Transformers 1. Yeah! Okay, can you tell me about Transformers 1? All I know about it is Steve Buscemi's in it. The guy who played Morpheus is in it. And the guy who played Thor is in it. You know, watch it in the cinema. I don't want to. Come on, Cupto, you gotta speak.
Watch it in the cinema.
Watch it in the cinema. The cinema. I can't watch it in the cinema. I can't go out to a cinema. I'm gonna have to wait for it to reach streaming services near me. And then I can watch it. Did you know the Joker 2 movie made less money than Morbius? I know the Joker 2 movie lost £40 million, apparently. Dollars, rather. It cost $200 million to make, and so far it's only made $160 million. It's actually been a loss. That's how bad it's been. That's what I've heard. I mean, Morbius is amazing. No, Morbius wasn't bad. A lot of people were kind of disappointed by it, but it wasn't bad. I've heard Joker 2 is just an absolutely terrible film. And this would actually make it one of a few like superhero films in recent years that actually made less money than it cost to produce, but it cost to make it. Because that has actually been released, rather. Because I don't think many of them have actually lost money. Like, even the ones that have been, you know, flops, as they call them, have actually still made a lot of money. And they've made back the money it costs to make them. It's just... they're flops because it didn't make as much money as it really wanted to. Like, how much has the Joker actually made now at the moment? Joker 2. And how much has Morbius made? Morbius. Are they going to make Morbius 2? The better. The better. Oh my gosh. Joker 2 had a budget of 200 million. Morbius had a budget of 80 million. Morbius made 167 million. And in total... the Joker films have made only 140. I thought it made 160 million. No, it made 114. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. It lost half of its... it didn't even make half of it back. From what I've heard, the director basically destroyed the house on the way out, so to speak, making the first movie was worse in process. What do you mean destroyed the house? Oh, like it made the worst. The second movie was so bad it made the first movie worse. There's nothing deserving of that money in the movie. They did pay a professional diddler to diddle the Joker. Is that right? I think the money probably went to Lady Gaga. She's not cheap. She was on The Simpsons, for goodness sake. Someone who's been on The Simpsons is not cheap to get hold of. Oh my gosh. She received $12 million for her performance, apparently. So... meanwhile, Morbius at least made 167 million, sorry, not billion, million. Wait, what's that? Its total gross? It's probably made way more than that by now. I think that's just what it made at the box office. Became a subject of internet memes, make its reception and quality. The popularity of said memes led Sony to re-release release the film in theatres the following June to another commercial failure. It later received 5 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture. Honestly, I actually enjoyed the Morbius film. Unironically, I liked that film. It has Matt Smith dancing in it. Matt Smith dances shirtless in that film. If nothing else, that just makes the film a 5-star in my 5 out of 5. 20. Oh wait, what did Morbius gain amongst audience scores? Okay. Amongst audiences, for verified audiences, it gained 71% ratings. Amongst all audience, it gained 63%. The Joker 2 on Rotten Tomatoes has received 31%. Yeah, on audience score. So that means that Morbius also has twice the audience score. Oh god, yeah, for a re-release of a movie, they even revealed they had the script to Morbius 2. Oh my gosh. Only 12 million for her. Where did they get for other, where did the other 188 million go? Did they pay her 10 times? Now I think what happened with Joker 2 is that the director went, you know what, I like money. Please give me more. I love the time in Morbius when he said it's mobbing time and mobbed all over his mob. Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing about Morbius. It's just mobbing and having fun and just mobbing all over the place. That made it such a good film. I mean, when you're doing that, there's nothing wrong. Madame Web. Oh yeah, what happened to Madame Web? Madame Web. I saw a bunch of adverts of that once. And then I never heard anything about it again. She got hit by an ambulance. It cost 100 million. And its box office was 100 million. So at least Madame Web broke even. Morbius doubled its amount. Managed to get its money back and then its money again. It was real bad. I didn't even watch anything. 100 million again. We need to start giving people in Hollywood money. I mean, it's keeping crazy people employed. Jared Harris postmortems Morbius. He has a mortgage to pay. Read for free. Joker 2 beats out Madame Web and Morbius to make cinema history in the worst way possible. Okay. After months, if not years of anticipation, the sequel of Todd Phillips' film The Joker has finally arrived. Blah, blah, blah. It was released on a 4th, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Early reviews were mixed. Lots of people didn't like it. Well, say what? So what did it break? What record did it break? Tell me. No more Hollywood. Oh my god, for having a mid-off. A mid-off? I liked when Joker said it's joking time and then joked all over the gods. Even the notoriously terrible 2015 Fantastic Four script a C-. Okay, what's this? The sequel's D- rating puts it on par with Russell Crowe's terribly rated film for Exorcism, which is the only other film in the post-pandemic era to score as poor as a D, according to Collider. Oh. Even Francis Ford's Megapolis managed to score a D+. So apparently the cinema score measures a film's appeal by polling early reactions to major releases. And with a D-, it makes the Joker the worst film post-pandemic. Oh no. The history making low score is already troubling box office. Oh no. Yeah, this is probably one of the worst films ever made in terms of just how much money it cost, how much money it actually made, the fact that it's a sequel to an incredibly popular film, and just how bad its score is. Are you just playing on IMDb? No, I was reading an independent article saying that the Joker made history by being the worst post-pandemic film of all time, according to ratings. I say of all time, of all post-pandemic time, according to cinema scores, the cinema ratings. Joker 2 is like 30 to 40% critic score. And critics and audiences never agree. Yeah, I never like the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. I always look at the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Because if the audience like it, it's probably a decent film. The critics especially with a lot of superhero films, I find that critics rarely understand the films. Especially early superhero films. But yeah, there's a lot of films that critics aren't necessarily going to understand it. They just give it a low rating for whatever critic reason they deem worthy of giving it a low rating. However, the audience is like, no, actually, this is a great film. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. And that's what you go to the cinema to watch. And sometimes the critics are like, oh my gosh, this film is so artistic. And the audiences are like, you know what? This film is absolutely terrible. I got no joy. I think I gained 3 stages of depression watching this film. I always ignore critic reviews. I saw that recently Marvel got a bunch of super fans and let them make a movie. They're too old. They don't I mean, some of the critics are young. But I actually think that, no, Simpsons actually did a good episode about critics, in which Homer becomes a food critic and he starts rating all of the, what's it called? All of the restaurants in the area super, super highly because he just loves the food. But then the other critics are like, no, you got to do some bad results. So he ends up becoming a bit snobbish and just, even if he likes the food, constantly giving everything a bad rating and telling people to improve and do stuff until everyone hates him. But I feel like that's true for a lot of critics, especially critics I've met in real life are like, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. And people who are trying to be critics and are like they're trying too hard to seem like they know what they're talking about sometimes, the critics. Like you read a review, it's like, yeah, I feel like you care more about what people think about you rather than you actually care about what the film actually means. As film directors just hate monies. Joker was loved, director was confused, you're meant to hate him, spoilers, marked him in the last 5 minutes. What? What? I don't know. I mean, I hated the Joker. I did not like the first Joker film. It made me feel terrible. It made me. But main thing I disliked about the Joker is that when in my like teenage years, when I was feeling extremely victimized and all sorts of other things, I feel I would relate too heavily with the Joker. And in fact, I would get completely the wrong message out of the Joker. In fact, it's put lots of negative, very negative messages out into the world. And that's one of the big things that made me feel very uncomfortable about the film. Especially some people's reactions to the film made me feel extremely uncomfortable the way they reacted. It's like, oh no. Oh no, this is... Like, some people just like the film and thought it was very artistic and stuff of like, you know what? Great film. And it's like, okay, for acting, amazing. A lot of the stuff, the sets, the designs, really well done. But it just made me afraid of what some of the messages people were taking out to the film. They shanked for Jonkler. For Jonkler! Not for Jonkler! But I don't know. I think there's a lot of films at the moment. There's a lot of negativity in the world. I don't know. Personally, I'm not a big fan of those types of films, like the Joker films, I guess. I only watched it mainly because I'm a big DC fan. I absolutely love DC. And to be quite frank, I loved Warner Bros. For quite a while, although Warner Bros. Keeps making some extraordinarily terrible decisions recently. As a result, I've fallen out of love with them. But I know remember as a kid absolutely adoring Warner Bros. Because they made Looney Tunes and they made all the DC cartoons and the DC films. As also, I loved them because I love DC, I love Looney Tunes, I still love both of them. But Warner Bros. Has lost pretty much all of the goodwill I had for them. Joker actually helped get rid of some of that goodwill. Although I did love the Batman film. That was great. That was great. They did well with that one. They're going to make the Batman 2 and they're going to have... they're going to do the exact same stuff they did with the Joker 2. You know, if they didn't make bad decisions, Transformers 1. We need to bring in Melvin, the brother of the Joker. Yeah, for Jonkler. For Jonkler. Okay, no, who made Transformers 1? Bet you it wasn't Michael Bay. I know a lot of people like Pacific Rim. I tried watching that one. I did not like it. I don't understand why people like that one. But no, Transformers 1. No, I don't want to watch a film trailer. No film trailer. No, it's trying to give me... I don't want Transformers 2007. I want Transformers 1. Pacific Rim is 1.5 hours and a big robots fighting. What is it to this? I mean, it's kind of boring, isn't it? It's just robots fighting. I didn't like a lot of the characters and stuff. In fact, oh god, let's talk about the recent DC game. Player count dropping to double digits. Is that the one made by the Arkham Asylum people? The live service game, Suicide Squad. You don't like robots fighting? Let's peek. Okay, here we go. Wait, why does first Transformers 1 Wikipedia page? Okay, it's directed by Josh Cooley. I don't know who he is. Based on Hasbro's Transformers. Paramount! I'm not a big fan of Paramount. But if it made a good film, great. What is it? Is it the Suicide Squad that you're talking about with DC's newest game? I don't know. DC Comics newest game. I'm googling it. I know that the new live service absolutely sucks. You got The Wolf Among Us 2. That's not DC, is it? The Wolf Among Us. That's a Toto game. Okay, games. Let's look at this. Latest games. Except DC Heroes and Villains is a mobile game. Okay, yes, so it's Kill for Justice League. Yeah, that game sucks. That game sucks. Love when Conjuror goes into the other room to read articles. What do you mean goes into the other... Can you not hear me when I'm talking like that? Can you not hear me when I'm looking? I have to Google. And I have to be able to see chat at the same time. Yeah, named game. That cost way too much and is somehow still going. Yeah, it's because they cost so much we're trying to get life out of it. Yeah, live service games suck. Unless... Well, actually, I say no, they just suck in general. Live service is terrible. The only way you're going to do it is if you do it like a Battle Royale game or, you know, mainly multiplayer. We can, but we can't see the article. You don't need to see... I wasn't reading an article. I was just trying to find the newest games to see if I was talking about the correct thing. But it was the correct thing. You don't need to see the article. It's full of weird stuff. I'm reading the article to you. You don't need to see it. I'm reading it aloud. Aloud. Like this article about, oh, there's a stinky rat in Austria and it stinks so badly that everyone's leaving Austria now. And oh my gosh, it stinks and it's from Romania and it's named Talan 17. Oh my gosh. You still didn't set up your browser streams? Nope. It's very echoey when you move away from the mic. It doesn't sound like it does sound like I go into another room. Oh no. I'm not even moving away from the mic. I'm just changing what direction I'm looking. Huh. It's just me. It's just the way I am. It's just the way I am. I should move a microphone when I'm moving around then. So I should be moving like this. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Although I am hiding my mouth when I do that. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Oh, I'm being a silly person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a yappy stream. I'm not a very yappy person. I don't know how to talk. I don't know what to talk about. I don't talk to people about anything. I'm the type of person to thank the bus instead of a bus driver. Well, what did a bus driver ever do? The bus that got me from A to B. Bus driver looks at me and gives me weird looks. I'm gonna have to punch him in the face and tear his head off and then throw outside and go get your head back, you silly bus driver. And then he just flops to the ground and bleeds everywhere. I'm like, why? Just rude doing that. I'm gonna have to drive a bus myself. I'm gonna have to get there, get off the bus, and everyone's screaming and crying. It's like, makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then the bus stands up and walks away because the dinosaur's coming to use it as a roller skate. Again. I'm making no sense right now. Conjurers are allowed on buses anymore. Actually, I don't use buses anymore because of my stomach. I don't go outside enough. I use taxis instead of buses when I do have to move about some public transport. But you know, well, I don't have someone who can transport me, and I do use a tram from time to time, but the tram's a lot more reliable than the local buses. And I just get a taxi to the tram. Yeah. Also, the tram stops have like bathrooms at them and stuff. And you can use your tram, you can get off the tram mid-journey to like go to the tram stop or whatever, then get back on the tram and use the same ticket still to continue your journey. It's like, oh my gosh. You can't do that when you're using a bus. Conjuror uses a combat rose to travel faster. I do use combat rose to travel faster. Why would no? I jump. It's like a skip. It's like, go skip, 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 skip. And sometimes you use a combat roll. Sometimes you have to do a combat roll. But mostly you just jump. So you're like skipping along. And then you get to a set of stairs so you can just jump over the stairs and then you don't have to start the cutscene to go upstairs. Especially escalators. Oh my gosh, have you seen escalator cutscenes? They're so long. They take so long. I mean, you can try fast forwarding them, but unless there's already people in their own cutscenes, you can't fast forward them. It's like, no! D6 up for her combat rolls are very efficient. Think of a circumference. Think of a circumference! I can actually just do what Sonic does and, you know, spin around, go bzz, 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 and go meow, meow, go downhill, just rolling. Roll, roll, roll. Actually, no, because I might be, what's it called, very tall, but I can squish myself into a very small ball. Like, do you know when you like, because I can bring my legs all the way up to my chest, right? Oh, you can do the spin but still talk slowly. Got to go fast. Yeah, I can bring my like legs all the way in. And I can make myself I can fold myself up effectively. So when I go into a ball, I don't actually take up that much size. I have to just spin really quickly, and then it makes me all sick afterwards. It's like, nauseous. You know, because you're spinning around. You're spinning around at the speed of sound. Da-da-da-do, da-da-do, da-do-do. You know, just how things work. How things work. Trying of a fetal position is indeed exercise. No, it's not. Not enough exercise. Here. 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 And it's just like crunches. No, it's not. It's like we're doing one crunch. And then just giving up partway through and crying. Which, I mean, is okay, just like doing crunches, if I'm entirely honest. That's what you do in a crunch. You do one crunch and give up and cry. Actually, I'm joking. I don't usually do that. I'm yawning. I'm yawning. I'm tired. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do first? I'm having spaghetti bolognese today. Yeah. That's what I'm doing for the rest of the day. But I'm making thumbnails. Now, I'm having spaghetti bolognese. I'm making thumbnails. I'm going to try to, if I've got the time and no one else is home, gotta try doing recording for music. Oh my gosh, though. I love spaghetti bolognese. I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is like, spaghetti isn't, don't listen to what Pippa says. Don't listen to what Pippa Pebblesworth says. Spaghetti is not a noodle. Noodles aren't spaghetti. Okay, technically spaghetti is noodle. It's just name of a shape. It's a noodle shape. But still, spaghetti is not in the same criteria as noodles. Not at all. Yeah. Spaghetti's not noodles. Spaghetti bolognese is not ramen. Actually, it probably won't be spaghetti bolognese. It'll probably just be a pasta bolognese, you know. Tube. I think we got tube pasta at the moment, or Frenchiata, or whatever it's called. Tube pasta. I love my tube pasta. And then you can like get the tubes, they can line them up and you go, and you can like, I don't know, use them as a straw. Noodles and pasta is made differently and taste differently. True. True. Tell that to Pippa Pebblesworth. Gotta punch her. Punch. Never trust a British about cooking. She's not British, she's Antarctican because she's a penguin. Apparently my family is doing either Chinese takeout or we are going to the all-you-can-eat place. Either way, yummers! Don't get a belly bug though. Don't get a tummy bug. Because that sometimes happens when you go to Chinese restaurants. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Fast food restaurants, you get tummy bugs from them because they food poison you. It actually depends on which ones you go to. Around here, we got a lot of really... This is one of the reasons why I went to McDonald's, because it was one of the few places that actually had a good food hygiene rating. A lot of places around here had like 1 or 0 out of 5 of a food hygiene rating. And that a bunch of them all together had to all be fumigated for their rats and cockroaches and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like the only ones that were actually had decent rating mostly were restaurants, like really posh restaurants, some other pubs, and McDonald's and Burger King. Everywhere else had terrible ratings. Like, oh, yeah. Some of them actually have relatively decent ratings now, but I'm going to have a pile of salt and pepper squid that make Everest look like a molehill. Oh no. Oh no. Be careful. Be careful. Oh, I can't eat squid. I get too sad thinking about squid. Sounds tasty. I'm just thinking about a single piece of squid on like a massive mountain of salt and pepper, by the way. I usually just eat for fried chicken. I love fried chicken. I love fried chicken. It is my favorite food. I love fried chicken. It is my favorite food. Generally, I prefer chicken nowadays. I would try to avoid meat if I could. I can't actually avoid meat because of my very restrictive diet. I have tried. It doesn't work. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot. Oh yeah. But so I also want to like reduce my carbon footprint, you know, for like foods and stuff. And like beef is one of the worst for carbon footprints. Lamb, goat, and stuff is the worst for carbon footprint for foods. One of the very worst. It's worse than beef. Pork is not great carbon footprint as far as I'm aware. But pigs do have their own advantages of being effectively waste disposal units. And chicken has like a very low carbon footprint. Yeah, and also chickens are used and raised by some farmers to help deal with pests. And apparently what you often get is you get farmers who they have a crop farm and that's actually the main thing they do. But they then raise chickens because chickens are very profitable. But the chickens are also just really good for pest control on like your main crops. They won't eat for a lot of certain crops, but they will kill like any of the pests that wouldn't usually attack the crops. And then they'll raise geese to protect the chickens from predators. Because the geese will scare off most predators or even just beat down on most predators. But they won't actually attack the chickens. That's what I learned recently. Right, I'm gonna go work. And go. Work's over and it's time to go home. If I don't get back in time, Cupcake chat, ducks do a better job than chickens. Yeah, ducks are even better at pest control. Yeah. But they're harder to raise, apparently. But bye-bye, Anthony. Have a good day. And honestly, it's going to be goodbye from me now as well. Because we've been streaming for 3 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me just see if anyone's live right now. Raya's live. Let me just turn off my desktop audio so I can look into if she's still streaming. She is. Okay, so are we gonna raid into Briar then? Let me do Cupcake. Cupcake! Raid! Cupcake raid. Okay, we're gonna have to do a Cupcake raid. Copy and paste what I'm about to send in chat. This thing. You copy and paste the Cupcake raid. We're gonna raid into Briar. She's amazing. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. That you eat good food. Not cupcakes though. That you sleep well. That you have good cupcakey dreams. And that you work hard and play even harder. Bye bye. Love you all. Yay.